Welcome in. Wait a minute, we're muted. All right, cool. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you're all doing well on this fine Sunday evening. We've got some more NGS for you tonight. In fact, we've got a division grand finals between Gambit Gaming and the Protectors of Aiur. We are joined today by my friend Jay. Welcome, Jay.
Hello, hello. Glad to be here. It's sad you can't say teammate no more.
I know. I mean, I can still say it. I can still say it. I can still say it. Unlike Bowser, fuck that guy. You see this pyros earlier? They were terrible. Terrible. Oh man, coming in here talking about that was me 1v9ing on the KT. All right, well, welcome in everybody. Again, we got a good matchup tonight. I think it's gonna be fun. A 20-5 West champion in Gambit Gaming is facing up against the 16-8 Protectors of Aiur out of the Eastern Division. Like our lobby's getting set up right now. We'll move over to the match selection screen. Let you guys see the maps that were banned out. For those interested, Gambit Gaming banned out Alterac. Garden was banned out by Protectors. Volskaya was banned by Garden. By Gambit. And then Braxis was banned out by Protectors of Aiur. Map 1 is going to be Infernal Shrines. And I think our lobby's up, so we will hop in that now. And we should have some hots for you here very soon. Oh, Jay, what do you think about this matchup tonight?
I think it should be pretty good. I know a few of the guys on Gambit. I don't think I know many of the Protector Riders players, but should be pretty good.
I agree. I think it's going to be a really good matchup. Some good players on both teams. Obviously, have been excelling this season in their respective divisions. So yeah, a lot of fun. I think it's going to be some good hots. I think this will be a best of 5 matchup, being that it's the grand finals. So grab a drink, kick back, and get ready for at least an hour and a half of hots. At least. What's wrong with my pyros? I don't know. I saw you get 1 kill with it all game. I think that's the only thing that was wrong with it. And just the fact that you went pyro. I'm pretty sure Bowser was the one in our Discord like a week ago, or maybe that was you that said, "I never see a angle for pyro."
That's me. I'm
Yeah,
a
that
very
was you.
anti-pyro guy.
Yeah, it's like it's the correct pick about 3% of the time, I think.
I think it's one of those meme talents that just it's never good.
Yeah. Oh man. Well, we got a new screen for you guys. I don't know if you noticed. The new match selection screen has been updated. Took some inspiration from my my teammates' names after the Mario franchise, of course. Which, Jay, we had an interesting discussion with Bahamut and somebody else in his chat the other day. Who would you say is the most iconic gaming character in all the video games?
Just period.
Period.
I think it's Mario. I don't think there's a real choice other than that.
Yeah, Bahamut gave a good counter being Pac-Man. I still think Mario.
I think he's showing his age with that one.
Right. But somebody did
Um,
make a good other counter, and that being Pikachu. Because he kind of
hmm.
he kind of transverses gaming um similar to Mario.
I think even with that, I still give the nod to Mario. All
Bowser
you
said no,
like
I said always Pyro.
if you said it's a me, like
It's a
everybody
me,
in the
Mario.
entire world
Yeah,
knows that.
that is
I
true.
mean,
But
that's a
but
pretty
I
example
think the
because
same could be
Pikachu
said
doesn't say
about
anything.
visually seeing Pikachu. You know?
I feel like if I showed my grandmother a picture of Mario, she would know who it is.
That is a good point. Yeah.
I don't know if she would know who Pikachu is.
I bet she would recognize it, but she probably couldn't name it.
Yeah, yeah.
Whereas everyone sees Mario and knows that's Mario.
Longevity wise too, I think you give the nod to Mario.
Yeah, I agree with that. It's just interesting. I did some research and It's one of those things that you can go down a rabbit hole for hours, and everyone has
Oh,
argued
absolutely, absolutely.
100 different points on every internet thread out there. All right, let's. All right, looks like we're just waiting on one for Gambit Gaming. It is technically 8 o'clock, so these teams were very prompt. I will give them that. That's because we're lower than A. That's where it
Yep,
all
I was just gonna
starts.
say, neither of these teams has any aspirations of climbing apparently because they're showing up on time.
Right. I mean, that is how it works. Mario was a more recognized character than Mickey Mouse back in the 90s. Really? I don't know about that. I feel like I don't know. They're in the same. They're in the same ballpark. I don't even know how that would be measurable either between Mario and Mickey Mouse.
I think they just survey a bunch of people walking around and say, "Do you recognize this character?"
Yeah, I think 100% of people would recognize both of them though, and probably could name both of them. And that's even internationally, because that was kind of my curiosity as to Google it. I've already Googled it. Trust me. Oh, you meant the Mario was more recognized than Mickey Mouse back in the 90s? That's wild to believe. Which I guess. So when would you say Mickey Mouse and Disney like hit its peak?
I mean, it's been around since the '60s.
Yeah, but like I mean peak profitability and growth. It had to have been in like the in the 90s, right? I don't know. It's before
Man,
my time to make that argument, probably.
I think earlier because like when I was a kid, like the first movies I was seeing are like Disney movies, Lion King, all that kind of shit.
Yeah,
And Lion King was way after like Mickey Mouse stuff.
yeah, that's true.
That was the first movie I saw in a movie theater was The Lion King.
Really? I don't even know. I have to ask my
And
parents
Fantasia not long after that, I
since
think.
they tell me that stuff. Kind of like my birth weight, Bowser.
Mhm.
Oh,
I don't know my birth weight. I know the time, I know the date, I don't know the weight.
Bowser found a Reddit thread. We are not reading a Reddit thread on stream.
Somehow it just turns into an argument about Trump.
One side saying Sleepy Joe, and the other side saying Orange Man bad. That's what all the arguments turn into. All right, looks like we're getting ready. Starting in 5. All right, map 1, Infernal Shrines. We get to press the button. It's gonna be fun. Thanks everybody for joining us. Let's launch into our draft. All right, let's see if our teams are on the correct side. They are. Gambit Gaming is on the left. Protectors of Aiur on the right. And Gambit Gaming did pick our first map, so Protectives of Aiur will end up with the first pick. All right, Jay, do you think we're going to see target bans or meta bans? That's always the
Probably
question.
a combination of both. I think you got to ban Hogger, even if you don't know for sure that they play a good Hogger. I think he's just too strong.
Yeah.
That one could go either way. That might be a target ban, or it might also just be a good meta ban.
Yeah, Crizo plays a lot of Lucio. Um, Interesting enough, Gambit Gaming likes to play double mage. One of the very few teams that I see play that. I think it's Pearl Simon that normally favors going with an Orphea. Good map for Orphea too. I suspect we'll see that here.
And I also like if there's ever a map to play double mage, this is one of them, just because
Hmm.
of that choke that you're fighting on, a lot of AoE damage. It's just a pretty good spot for that.
Yeah, they very routinely play the double mage. Um, we see the Lucio and the Diablo band out. So definitely more target, although you can say both of those are meta bans, at least as to the Lucio.
And also, it's a good map for Diablo. A lot of walls and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. So let's see if another healer or maybe Joanna gets banned out before this first pick comes in. The Savannas. So we've got some noticeable or notable heroes that slip through. Joe, Stukov, Right Wing, Rhaegar. When you got so many meta, it's sometimes just, hey, let's let them have one and we'll take two.
Yep.
And that's
exactly
what they do.
just happened.
So they get Brightwing and Blaze in exchange for the Joe.
For the alliance above all.
And everything's looking pretty standard here so far. You don't expect to see too much shenanigans at this point of the season.
Yeah, especially game one. You kind of want to start with a win, and then if you have a weird pocket strategy, that's when you break it out.
Yeah, for sure. So Tassadar is a very nice mage to see on this map. I like playing Tassadar. Obviously, he has his downsides, his mobility, health pool, pretty susceptible to CC. But of course, they have the Anduin to pull.
I don't like heroes that make me stand still in one spot to do anything.
Right. But Tassadar is very solid on this map. A lot of times you'll see the W build being opted for out of Tassadar on shrines. You see the Leo get banned out. Leo's a really good pick into the Blaze, and a good pick overall, especially on those collapsed objectives. Let's see what our last ban's gonna be. Maybe something a little more targeted here.
I was gonna say a Nubarak, so that is what it is.
Yeah, Nubrak good into Tassadar, as we just said. Gives him a really easy E target to burrow into. They're looking for damage and a tank here. At least that's what we expect. Okay. Junkrat, great on this map. Surprised he slipped through this far. And the Dwarf. So a lot of CC right now for GG.
Yeah, I like what they've got so far.
Yeah, it's going to be tough for Protectors of Aiur to walk onto this point. They've got two beefy boys with a lot of stuns to kind of hold the choke points. Tassadar is going to struggle to get in there. And we see Yrel and Vala. What do you think about the Vala pick here?
I don't hate it. Problem is on this map, you're kind of forced on a W build.
Yeah.
Which, probably has the lowest floor of any of her builds. So it's not the worst thing, but it does limit her like hard carry potential.
Yeah. Which with the Vala
really
and Tassadar, you got a lot of damage output for sure. You don't like the Tychus? Why is that?
Yeah, I'm not a fan of Tychus. I mean, this is a great map for him, but it's just he doesn't really fit into kind of what they're doing.
Yeah.
We'll see. And plus, like playing Tychus into Joanna is never fun.
No, it is not. That is for sure. All right, what's up, Max? Welcome in. Welcome in.
As well. It's not the most fun.
Yeah, again, kind of stationary hero. It's going to require a little more babysitting, but of course he's got Odin. Which, at least that's what we expect to see is Odin.
I think Trill's a throw.
And let's sit in. What is that? You see this on the screen?
Not yet. You got the delay.
Oh. For some reason, it is blocking underneath of each of the heroes, which is a little annoying. I don't know what that is. First time I've seen it. But alright, on the left side of the screen, we got Gambit Gaming. Sorry, you're just going to have to deal with it for now. Got Crizzo on the Brightwing Northern Touch on the Muradin Pearl Simon on the Junkrat, Salcero on the Tychus, and Chelsea on the Blaze.
And for Protectors of Aiurs, we've got, I have no idea how to pronounce on Joanna. We've got Tracer playing Vala, which is also hard to say. Orion on Tassadar, The Sound on Yrel, and Sergeant Scoops on the end. Stream looks kind of normal.
Look at these It looks like it's their health bars got somehow bugged. Wait till you see them.
No, it looks totally normal on stream.
It does? Okay, well then it's just on my end. That's good. So I've got little blue and red boxes under each hero.
Yeah, no, everything looks normal.
Okay, well perfect. Well, I can deal with it on my end as long as it's not intrusive on the viewing end. That is fine. We see our teams rotating bot mid. Of course, the 4-mans, our offlaners run off top. So we do see the W build. Actually, a Q build on the Tassadar, which I like. That's my favorite build on Tassadar.
You can go either way. Like you can still do a lot of auto attack talents on this build, which is probably what he's gonna do.
The GG gonna opt to take their safe. Yeah, I think the recall is something about healthcare and allows being a bit broken while they push out another bit. Oh, okay, thanks, Lime. It does not look normal on the stream. Wait, it does not look normal on stream?
Looks normal to me.
Yeah, it's the health bars. That's exactly it. Alright, Lime, appreciate that. So evidently there's a glitch with Ally OBS. Which I can turn it off if it doesn't look normal, but I'm hearing conflicted responses, so we'll wait to see. Anything abnormal on the builds? Nothing for me.
Yet.
Not a big fan of this level 4 for Junkrat. Obviously, it's got a good burst for damage, but
the ARAM build that I normally play, but not in real games.
Yeah. Obviously, I'm thinking they're expecting to need it to handle the Tassadar and the Val. As we see our first blood, Tassadar getting pulled by Anduin, but just a tad bit late.
And that's exactly what we were talking about. He throws out a W, he's an easy target for a Blaze Stun, and then he's just gone.
Yeah. Yeah, positioning is going to be very crucial with the Blaze Muradin. We see Chelsea going ahead and start on the Bruiser camp. Protectors will be as well. It's not intrusive, just weird. Might be a problem with 4s exposed later. Oh, so I guess it's depending on the person viewing. Because Cliff Sandwich seems to be seeing it as well.
Oh, I'm casting it on my TV. I wonder if that matters.
Ah, it could be it.
So blue got the camp out a little earlier, which means they get to step on the point a little earlier, which means they get to kind of set up a little earlier, and I think we're seeing the impact of that.
Yeah, got a slight lead. They do have a lot of poke clear between Tychus, Junkrat, and a big skirmish. Blazing Troubles just getting auto attack, but they're gonna need a counter kill with the grenade onto Joanna.
Yeah, that was a really awkward interaction with the wall. His charge went like through the wall, and it got very like weird. Neither team clearing the camp up top, so let's watch that too.
Kind of neutral out at the moment. 7's already in for Gambit Gaming, so short advantage here. But our red team's like, we don't really care. Few barely missing. Now Cicero says, here, take my damage. And the first Punisher is going to go over to the red side. The known problem as a result of the recent patch. Nice! Love that. Welcome in, by the way, King Andrew. So we got King Andrew, Line Bus, Cliff Sandwich. And I already said hello to Max. Welcome in, everybody. In game 1, this best of 5 matchup. I'm assuming if I take off Ally OBS, it will go away. So I guess that's just a toss-up of whether or not you want to see the cool stats or you want to see these odd health bars. Oh, and a great flank by Chelsea. Good save, though, by Sergeant Scoops and an E on the pill. Heads up Anduin play there.
That's definitely feeling like it's a bit of a strategy for Blue is to try to target this pass as he's in his cast animations.
Yeah. Let's see if I do this, if it turns it off. Nope, it doesn't actually fix it. Huh.
You're all coming down for a flank, so it looks like they're going to try to take a quick 5v4.
They are. Maybe just coming down to show face and say, hey guys, I'm here. Don't invade my camp. Get out of here.
Yeah, that's about all that got accomplished.
Yeah, came in, swung the hammer, said, eat this, and then back to soaking. So, pretty even experience right now. Welcome in, Corrosive. And our 10s will be online shortly. Interesting, we do see Master Assassin by Tychus. Not a talent I see very often either.
Used to be super meta. It's the only talent on that tier that buffs Odin, I think, if I recall correctly. So playing around Odin like they are, it definitely helps out.
And I love, love, love this level 7 by Meriden Skullcracker.
Super annoying to play into.
And
I think Yrel in particular is really going to have a bad time with that one.
Yep. And we see
everything she does is channeled, so it sucks.
All right. We see our 10s coming online. Good setup there by Northern Touch, but I think his jump did get interrupted. Let's see if they'll be able to isolate him. Here comes the Light Bomb. The Rain of Vengeance is in as well, and the untimely shift is not going to save him. They get a counter kill on the Joanna, so a 1-for-1 trade.
We'll get more here too.
Red team's on the run here. I think Sound's going to be fine. Orion's probably the bigger concern. I think Observer UI can only be changed in between games. Okay. Well, maybe we'll change it for next game and see if that's a little bit better.
No, Tychus finished the fort. Okay, good. He was chasing Yrel. I don't like that. Just finish out the wall. He came here for a reason.
So we do see all of our level 10s come on, which we're able to view now. Trying to get the kill on Rail, but she's going to speed boost out. The wall lands, and Salcero's in trouble. The Brightwing shift will be timely. So we did see Blink Kill, Odin, Riptire, Avatar, Bunker. We also see Blessed Shield, Rain of Vengeance, Black Hole, the Ardent Defender, and Light Bomb. So everything as expected.
I'll be honest, the W build is the only place that I ever play Strafe. So, not going to say surprising, but this is an opportunity to take Strafe.
Yeah, I think I would have stuck with Rain of Vengeance just here, and not being a Vala expert by any means, but purely for the peel. There's just a lot of in-your-face CC.
And they are a little light on actual hard CC. Like, all you got is Blessed Shield.
It might have been just a, hey, I kind of need to do this for self-preservation. So, level 13's not quite in yet. We did see camps get put out. Here comes the Light Bomb. Bunker's timely, though, and it's going to be able to save Blaze. The Riptire's coming in, lands on 4 men. And here comes Odin. They're going to try to get some kills here. Chelsea's very low, though. Chelsea overextended. Does get picked. They get a counter onto the Vala by the Odin. And, again, just a 1-for-1.
And Valis did finish out that quest, which is pretty important.
So, advantage right now for Gambit Gaming on the objective here. But they are backing off. And gonna try to poke out the rest of them? I don't know. That's kind of risky with a Joe and Yrel able to just stand between you and the objective forever.
Yeah, I don't really love that call.
Blaze is on his way back.
So is Vala. Vala's gonna beat him. Yeah,
this is gonna come down to the wire here. Northern Touch getting chunked by those Tassadar Qs, but a good stun coming in onto the Vala by Chelsea. Does divert some attention back, and the Leap of Fate's gonna be able to save Joe. What a back and forth this game is.
Yeah,
Light Bomb is out. Blaze is in trouble. Does get the bunker off, but a 4-man Black Hole is going to make some separation. In the meantime, Blaze gets the kill on Vala and then gets counter-killed. What a game.
Yeah, this is nuts. So it does look like you're going to be able to finish this out. That was pretty insane.
That was indeed.
Hard
and
to
we've
even
got,
cast
oh, I
that
forgot to press the button, but now I can.
And his name is John C.
And our Mortar Punisher is out. Does land on the Sound, and Sound barely able to walk out of there.
No Ardent Defender either.
And this top fort is just dead. Big wave down bot that Blaze is going to have to go deal with for a minute here. Could have potentially saw a flank here. And actually, very healthy Immortal. They're just going to let it push. And going to opt to split push mid lane. Interesting strategy there. I think they get the whole wall if they stay.
Yeah, I'll be honest. I would have rather them go bottom. The next Immortal's going to be bottom. So if they prepped this fort, they could have it threatening to keep wall, maybe.
We could have a fight here, yeah. Both teams posing for a fight. The Blaze whiffs, and here comes the Light Bomb. And on the back line, Junkrat's in trouble, gets away with 60 health. No, he doesn't. The Q lands perfectly. And Big Mech Boy is trying to run, and Q and W all at the same time to secure the siege camp. So a good fight there for the red team. The Blaze whiff was just devastating.
Yeah, if you miss a charge on Blaze, you're very often in a really bad spot.
Yeah, red team wearing the sidestep king chain for a second there.
I know it's a very easy like habit to get into, but popping Odin in team fights just like never feels good to me.
Yeah, there's that big delay of it actually activating, and then your mobility's limited, and
you lose the entire point of your kit, which is minigun.
Yeah.
So it's kind of rough.
Yeah, I think Tychus was expecting that fight to last a little bit longer than it did.
Sometimes also you just need it for the self cleanse as like
Yeah, that is true. Go doing a good job of peeling here, has to use that D, but ain't no thing. It'll be back up in about 10 seconds.
See, I like this. Although I lied, the Immortal's going to be mid, so they actually did a better job.
Immortal is mid. Your rail's getting a good push on this top lane though. 16's in for both teams. Seeing anything odd? I don't really like endless nades personally. I know it's really good for burst.
If you're stacking on 4, that's the way you go. I actually
Yeah.
always take endless nades personally. I know that some people prefer the spread volley, but
Well, particularly on this map, I really like spread volley on this map. Those little funnel points right here can be absolutely devastating if you get a squishy hero in one and land 1 or 2 spread volleys.
yeah, the way you're playing with this Q build, like the ability to just essentially never run out of Q is pretty
Yeah.
powerful. So I'm expecting the 20 cannonball, and then you'll just have a lot of Qs around, and it's pretty powerful. Provided you're hitting them, of course.
Does have 111 of the 200 stacks. We see our next shrine coming in. Good timing there by Chelsea on the camp. We'll see Urael go ahead and rotate over and take theirs as well. Good timing by both teams. So about a half-level lead right now for Gambit Gaming. Looks like everybody's going to be poised and in position to fight here. So they do see Urael top, maybe. Yeah, she just cleared a minion wave. So they could try to take this 5v4.
She's actually going back.
She is, yeah. You need to jump on their ass right now. Odin is popped. The E is gonna miss, but so does the electric fence. Delayed flight. What's up, Striker? Welcome in, welcome in. You tuned into a good one. As red team's looking for blood, here comes the light bomb. They'll get the kill onto the Brightwing. Blaze does land his stun, and will be able to get a counter kill on the Anduin, but the black hole lands and Sound's chasing them down one at a time. 2 for 1, and blue team's got to run. Oh my god, the Urael. Absolutely devastating.
Yep, that's the power of a Urael.
Give us a little dance, Sound. Give us a little dance after that one. Yeah, yeah. That was great. Man, that is such an obnoxious hero when it's played well.
Yeah. That was real good there. That was a good sequence. And then they got the mid fort down, so now we're threatening keep wall with this Immortal. Really, really good position for red right now.
Big turn of events, for sure.
This is a little bit safer of a play. I kind of wish they just sieged the keep wall right now, but this is a little bit safer.
Yeah. Especially given that, I guess our next Punisher will be bot.
I think it's guaranteed bot next time. I forget how the logic works.
Yeah, I believe it's guaranteed bot. Because we had top, mid, now bot. And let's see our boy.
And his name is John.
John. So we'll get that keep wall. Gonna try Try to finish this keep up. Here comes Chelsea looking for the flank. Does put the oil spill out, but the light bomb will secure the kill on the Muradin. And now if you're the red team, I think you're pretty much guaranteed this keep. May not want to get too over aggressive though. You got a big wave bot lane. You could go and basically take...
20s.
They do have 20s. I just don't know that they can finish here. I mean, I think that at this point they're just kind of wasting time, right?
A little bit. I think if you kind of like baited in a fight and then somebody overextends and you kill them,
They just don't have. They just don't have any ability to really secure a kill. Everything's down at the moment, so they're essentially just buying time. Although they're getting some shield down here. Root lands. Here comes a big stun on the Chelsea. Let's make sure we don't overextend there.
Yeah, we gotta leave.
They just have to leave. I think that time, in retrospect, could have been used taking this top fort. Or pushing out camps or something.
Paint the map red, I think, is this play right now.
Yeah,
You
which
still
they're
have
still...
20 per half level.
Yeah, they're still going to be able to. I'm sure they'd like to pick a fight here, but Gambit Gaming's just not going to let them. They're smarter than that. You don't get to the Division Grand Finals walking into a 1920.
No, I don't think so.
But yeah, they're going to paint the map red now. And Gambit's just going to wait on 20s. So let's take a look at those 20s. Blinded by the Light, which is surprising. I do love that talent. I think it's underutilized. So we got Farflight, Quiver, Force Barrier, Seraphim, and Varian's Legacy.
That's an interesting one.
That is interesting. I don't see that played very often. Level 20's in now for the other side. We do see the Cannonball. Of course, Rewind, Fortified Bunker, Big Red Button, and Fairy Protector.
I don't know about that one. I'm not much of a Brightwing player, but I feel like Invisible Friends just still has really good value.
Oh, trying to invade and steal that camp. Not quite able to. Would have been a really good fight for them with Blaze bot lane. And I think they probably saw Blaze. Don't know. And now they're going to pressure this top fort here. Blaze and Brightwing are about to rotate up now. And we could have a fight under fort if Blaze hits a big stun. He's going to look for it. Here comes Chelsea on the flank. Let's see if he can land it. Oh, barely misses. But Orion's in trouble. That grenade really chunked him. Does get a heal off. And let's not attack. Darrell. And man, they're chasing. But red team just has more mobility. And it feels bad because Odin was basically wasted there. We'll be able to take the camp with it though, so a little value out of it.
Oh, I don't like
And
this.
Uriel dove in, but is in a lot of trouble here. And will die to the fortified bunker. And let's see if they can get another kill. Big two-man stun. They're going to get one more at least. Oh, and a good boot, but nothing there to follow up. That was just a little unnecessary by the red team.
Yeah, I'm not willing to use the T word yet, but that was definitely a little bit too aggressive.
Yeah. Let's see what it's going to cost them. There's that rate of vengeance value. Oh, but a good stun on the back, and that black hole just saved Tracer's life. You hate to use it, but it's better than the alternative.
That was mid.
Yeah, we do have some Winions. Winions going core. Shield's almost down. 15 seconds on Joe. Rizzo's going to go back and handle it.
I like that.
Added value of the Brightwing. And what is our red team doing here? Are they gonna take camps, or are they gonna backdoor bot keep?
Kind of looks like they're going for the core.
Yeah, see them taking a camp. I mean, they lost the Immortal, so really either play is better than running at the blue team. The problem is with that invade they did on their own camp, as it was pretty much capped, they lost their top keep. And now John Cena's heading for the core.
Okay, so they're all going to go back home and defend. Quizzo's still working on all that cleanup duty. He's got Z whenever he needs.
Our game one's going down to the wire. I love it. And a good bait there by Uriel. Oh, and they're going to try to engage. And maybe not. I think they missed their engage. Bunker is out. Uriel's on the chase.
That's a big pop, though.
Tychus is a little overextended here, and so is Tracer. Tracer's running a good leap of faith there. Oops, sorry, drug the screen up. And win, the sidestep king. And Blaze pays the price. So they need to focus on this Immortal now. Kind of half split here. Vala will die to the Tychus. So good trade there. Sergeant Scoop's in trouble. So is Orion, and this is looking bad here. Oh no. They are taking core damage, so that's going to save them a little bit. Winions are pushing for the red team, though.
Yeah,
so blue team's going to have to respond to that. Junkrat able to boop himself over the wall. He was in trouble there for a second.
Oh,
Great Blessed Shield, and here comes the light bomb. Pearl Simon will get picked off by the Q. Uh-oh, Tychus. Oh, Tychus was about to get interrupted there. So, got a little core damage here on the Winions. What a game one we've got.
Yeah,
back and forth. 22 minutes, 10-12. Red team, what are they going to do now? Looking to take this bot siege camp.
They've got good lane pressure, mid and bottom.
They do.
Top lane does need to be cleared. I wouldn't mind Vala clearing a wave or two up here. Looks like she's going to team.
Yeah. Uriel up, so the 5v4 advantage right now for red team, but I imagine blue team's just going to kind of hug their base.
I don't like that we're ignoring top so much.
I think they want to go take this top bruiser camp, S5.
Yeah, it looks like a 5-man invade is the play.
Yep, here it is. So Junkrat's still 5 seconds out. Good job there by Northern Touch, but now he's in trouble. The Rain of Vengeance landed. Here comes the shift, but a great black hole. Let's see if they can get to the bunker. They do. They need to get out and run away.
Really big move to not lose anybody there.
Yeah, that was very dangerous. And now they want to re-engage. The Q does land. Looking for the frontline kills. And a great save. Ardent Defender is going to save Uriel as well. But Orion's in trouble. Let's see if Tychus can get a Q off onto him. No.
He does.
He does! A two-piece. Spicy, and now Uriel's dead as well. And I imagine we're going to see blue team try to go core here after picking off Vala.
Yeah, I think don't get too kill hungry here. Just go end the game.
Yeah, they really want to kill this Vala.
There's a wall here.
And not quite able to get it. Anduin doing a great job, but they just wasted about 20 seconds there chasing Anduin and Vala. I still think they have enough. Yeah, they do have this wave prio too, though. Yeah, catapults.
3 catapults on their way.
3 dead.
20
I think
seconds.
this is going to be GG.
Gotta focus the core.
Definitely is now. Sergeant Scoops. Let's see if he can 1v5. Get him. Get him, Anduin.
Yeah,
he's going in with the light bomb. And he's not going to be enough. And Gambit Gaming is going to take game 1. What a game.
Yeah, that was nuts.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun. All right, let's take a look at those stats real quick so we get queued up for our next game. And I'm going to write a couple notes if I can find my pen. So that was 15-12. What was that, like a 26-minute game?
Something like that. 24:49 was the timer.
Yeah. Huge Junkrat numbers, of course. And Tychus numbers. I mean, look at the damage disparity here. Quite significant. And to be expected with those heroes, but still.
I mean, you are taking Tychus into not his best matchup.
Yeah, that is true. Although he did play very well.
Absolutely. Yeah, very well played.
But the blue team, honestly, both teams played very well. Really great back and forth game one. Let's take a look at those talents. I love this Murden build. This is like my favorite Murden build play right here. Took the bronze beard, skull cracker, and got a lot of value out of it too.
I definitely think that they're going to regret a little bit that engage on that bruiser camp. They were in a really, really solid position at that moment.
I think it was a turning point. I think you're right. All right, let's update this real quick. And we'll see where the teams are going to take us for our second map. Can't imagine Junkrat Tychus make it through again. Yeah, that's just a tough 2 DPS to play into. Red team through, like Jay alluded to. You know, there was just a lot of back and forth. I don't know that I would say they threw.
Yeah, I'm not willing to go that far, but
It was
definitely
a
little
high,
aggressive.
high risk. I think low reward play there on their bruiser camp.
And I'm kind of okay with Tychus and Junkrat making it through. Like that was a very map specific comp. Like they're both still universally strong, but it's not like they're broken strong. They're not Greymane.
Tomb. We got a call for Tomb. What map do you want to see next, Jay?
Honestly, with how back and forth that was with all the fights, I wouldn't mind a 2-laner just to see a whole bunch of fighting.
I think we're gonna see a 2-laner. Braxis is out. I expect we're gonna see Battlefield of Eternity at some point, right?
Yeah. I mean, best of 5, so we're gonna see almost everything
Yeah.
if it goes that long.
Oh wait, I've got my bans wrong here. Sky Temple is not banned. Well, Sky is banned. Let me fix that real quick. Yeah, I would really like to see maybe a Dragonshire or a Battlefield of Eternity map. I'm gonna guess BOE next map. Although I don't
Dragonshire's a
really
lot of
see.
fun because there's a lot of like little fights going on around the map at all times.
Yeah.
So it's always kind of fun to watch.
Do enjoy a good Battlefield of Eternity map. Towers. You can't guess multiple things, Striker. Get one guess. Make it.
He was right the first time. You should have trusted your gut.
We are going to Tomb of the Spider Queen, everybody. Again, this is a best of 5. Who picks? So the losing team opts to pick the map or first pick. So we'll find out. Team 2, it looks like, is going to get first pick. So it looks like they opted to take first pick over map pick. That means GG. It's taking us to Tomb of the Spider Queen. That was sweaty. I agree. Alrighty. So, out of our heroes we saw in Game 1, Jay, who do you think we'll see again in Game 2? And who do you think needs to be banned?
I'll be totally honest. The Urel is worthy of a ban.
I agree. That would be on my hit list. Maybe a third ban?
Yeah, it was played very, very well. Urel's really strong on, well, not as strong on this map as something like Dragonshire, but she's still very good. And I just think it was a consistent problem. I could see. I mean, Blaze like very strong as well, but I don't know if he's worthy of a ban. They banned Hogger last time, probably largely because of the map. So that may not happen again, but he's also pretty strong as well.
Yeah.
I think I'm okay with Junkrat and Tychus making it through. They're not quite as strong on this map. Junkrat's still pretty good.
Yeah, I don't know that I would want to see the Joe again. The Joe Unstoppable, especially on this map with the Anduin Light Bomb, is just, I mean, that was their whole setup. And
Yeah.
especially
Joe's,
on Tomb, she's a little tough to handle.
she's great on any kind of like 4-man double rotate map like this.
Yeah. Have an interface change, put it in the NGS. Okay, thanks, Bezo. Yeah, I just changed it. We'll see if that fixes it. Hopefully it does. Bear with us, everybody. I wasn't quite aware that there was a bug going on due to the recent bug fixes with the Ally OBS UI interface.
Yeah, weird that I don't see anything weird when I'm casting it to a television.
Yeah, that is very odd. Although, so are you like stream or what's it called? Mirror?
Chromecast, so same
Oh, you
idea.
have Chromecast, yeah. So Chromecast does do some things a little bit differently. Like my ads appear differently on my TV whenever I mirror them, which is weird because you're just mirroring your phone.
Yeah. So this isn't exactly a mirror. This is opening the same link on an app inside the Chromecast, and it doesn't make use of any kind of like overlay stuff. So I don't know if you watch any Dota streams or anything, but they have like the ability to hover over stuff in game. If any of that stuff is live on the stream, that
Uh-huh.
doesn't transfer over to the Chromecast.
Gotcha. King Andrew said we're literally getting rickrolled here. Hey, you want to see something really funny? So I keep this on my computer just for people to ask, but since you'll never see it, I'm going to show you here. So I have this super secret folder in in my Google Chrome toolbar, and I know you can't see it yet, Jay, but it's very ghastly.
anytime somebody talks about a super secret Chrome folder, I'm a little worried.
Oh God! Look at the swagger, absolute swag, daddy. All right, we're getting ready to go into our draft. That one's just for you, Andrew. Now we see the Naz pick. I love Nazebo on this map, especially if you pair him with like a Leo or somebody that can really hold one isolated or two isolated targets down. Yeah. Take that Ravenous Spirit and just tear them apart.
We're just running it straight back.
I hope they
on
run
game.
the exact same comps. This Dota hover tooltip and OBS stuff is so very, very cool. Dota has a lot of really cool features to it, in game and as far as like outside interfaces and tools.
Jack 4 same bands.
It is secret, he says. And the same first pick.
So do we do it again? Right Wing Blaze?
I think so. I mean, they're great on this map. Why wouldn't you?
Okay.
So instead, they take the light bomb away. I think that's a good idea with the Johanna.
I don't hate it. And honestly, with the kind of situations Blaze found himself in last game, having a pull is pretty nice.
Yeah, that is true. Chelsea did hit a lot of their stuns, but on the few times that our red team was sidestep kings, he paid the price for it. And a Leo and a fall stat. Okay. Little hinterland, maybe? Little hinterland?
I don't love false stat on small maps. Like, he just loses so much value for me.
Yeah, I agree. He does give you good boss control. I don't think he's worth drafting just for boss control. On Tomb. But that's just my 2 cents.
Wrong healer ban. I think Rhaegar's better here anyway.
Yeah, they did change up for the Tychus. Another good Tychus map. These are probably his 2 better maps. Shrines and Shrines and Tomb.
I mean, if you're gonna do as much damage as he did into some pretty hard counters, like
Mm-hmm.
it's worthy of a ban. I don't hate it.
Welcome in, Blue.
Vanquish the weak.
Tried to shot call the Varian. Instead, Northern takes the Anubarak, and I know Northern's Anubarak is very good, so that's going to be tough for them to play into. Striker trying to make a bet for the Varian pick, post pick of the Anubarak.
I don't think they've seen that yet.
Oh, they haven't seen it yet? Sure they have. Yeah, this is going in. This is like everything's delayed.
Oh,
Yeah, the chat, my voice, the game, everything's on the same timer. So Malfurion and Tracer.
very classic combo.
Yeah, I like our red team draft here. Let's see who Salcero finishes out this DPS match with. Hanzo.
With honor, redemption.
Two very classic and solid drafts here. I bet you $10 he took a noob. Alright, who do you give the draft win to, Jay?
It kind of depends on Tracer.
Yeah, I agree.
But if you're gonna name your Blizzard account Tracer, I would imagine you're pretty decent with the hero.
Or it's a complete throw off.
So Tracer Malfurion is a really, really strong combo. The problem is with Tracer, if you have a hero on the other side who can just right click you and then just basically duel you to the death,
Yeah.
you just die. And Hanzo's auto attacks are some of the strongest in the game. So that's not a fun matchup for a Tracer. They don't have any real point and click CC. So like that's one of the things that counters Tracer. But if they don't deal with the Tracer, red team's draft is going to be real strong.
Yeah.
Blue team's got better wave clear, I think. So it'll definitely be interesting. This is a wave clear map at the end of the day.
So we did turn off Ally, and it appears to have fixed the bug here. So on the left side of the screen, who is up 1-0, Gambit Gaming. We got Pearl Simon on the Jaina, Salcero on the Hanzo, Krizzo on the Anduin, Northern Touch on the Anubarak, and Chelsea on the Blaze.
And for Protectors of Aiur trying to come back in the series and tie us up, we've got Leoric played by The Sound, Joanna played by Not Even Gonna Attempt, Malfurion played by Sergeant Scoops, Tracer played by Tracer, thank God, and Falstad played by Orion.
That could be confusing.
It was very confusing last game.
And Chelsea misses the E, and again, there's the overextend, does get saved there, and that's the exact thing you called right before our game.
Yep, that's what I was talking about. That just makes it so much easier for Blaze to be aggressive. Leo's in
Good
trouble here.
follow-up stun there by the Anduin. Okay, so build-wise, we got Beetle build, Q build Hanzo. Everything else is looking pretty standard.
I'm not a huge fan of auto attack Falstad.
I am not either, especially on this map.
That's kind of the split pushy build, right? And like
Tracer,
like I said,
it might be in trouble here. Oh, the E dodged perfectly. Sorry, go ahead, Jay.
that's kind of what I was talking about at the beginning. Like, you're not going to get a lot of split push value on this map unless you really make it a priority. And this is what I was talking about with the Tracer just running wild, and you have no real way to stop her.
Yeah. I mean, later into the game, you do have the Jaina aspect.
Yep,
and,
super annoying to play into the roots.
Yeah.
So that's a must-take talent on 16.
Yeah, once that root comes online, I think they're really going to be able to stifle Tracer a little bit, and until then, you just gotta manage, I think. Welcome in, Bear. Welcome in. We good? We good? How you doing? Jaina will carry this game. I mean, I think Jaina kind of has to late game carry here.
It's a Q build on the Hanzo. Not my personal favorite, but we'll see if they get some value here with the pokes.
Yeah. I do like Q on this map. That's probably the only map I will play Q on. Blue team going ahead and getting that Bruiser Camp Cryo out. Yes, it is 1-0 right now in favor of Gambit Gaming. Sorry, we had to swap off Ally OBS because it's bugged and was giving us some weird visuals on the stream. So we're back to the old school observer, which means no scoreboard. But it is 1-0 in favor of Gambit Gaming. And Sound's just positioning here, trying to kind of control this choke point, make sure that Chelsea can't just come in and do that. We do see Arcane Intellect by the Jaina 4.
This is a double mana talent on the Jaina, which is typically you're losing a little bit, but I don't hate it.
Yeah, that is true, Andrew. Q-Build Hanzo is good into Tracer.
You gotta hit those Qs though.
Gotta hit him! And Pearl Simon's gonna need to hit the Qs on Tracer as well. I think that's gonna be big for their success. And what that means, ooh, that arrow might have finished Tracer off. Let's see, what's it at? Oh wait, we can't see. Oh yeah, we can. She was at about 500 health. Let's just keep an eye on Tracer's health bar. They call me M. Tracer AI winnable. It is in fact not Tracer AI, although it does look like it. Red team getting theirs out as well. Red team does have turn in here, and now blue team does as well. Let's see who's able to prompt our first web weaver phase. Go keeping an eye on this one up here.
I think I want 7 before I turn in here, but we'll see if anybody gets the opportunity to do that.
7's now in. So the one thing that is going to happen is they're really going to free up this Falstad to kind of just do what he wants to this game, as the red team does get his first turn in. Blue team's going to have to be so concerned with this Tracer and focusing all of their abilities to try to slow Tracer down that, I mean, Falstad's just going to be able to chill back there and attack. And that's really going to eat into, you know, a Nubarak over time. Good push here by the red team with that Bruiser Camp mid as their 8s come in.
Oh, Jaina greeted the globe and it might hurt her.
I think she's alrighty. Sometimes you can't help going for that globe. It's just sitting there, just hovering there, Jay.
Every single time. That's why I stopped playing globes, it's just because I can't be trusted.
Good first push here by Protectors of Aiur. Wanted to even this match back up 1-1.
One small interaction that's actually kind of annoying for Tracer here is the beetle build from a noob means that her pulse bombs are going to be very, very difficult to stick to.
Yeah, that is
so that's
true.
definitely going to be something to watch out for. I don't like the level 7 on Tracer, but I'm not going to question somebody whose name is Tracer.
Reduces reload time? Oh, instead of going locked and loaded?
Yeah, you got to go locked and loaded personally, but...
Yeah. I love locked and loaded, but it is another added aspect of focus. And in these high-stake games, maybe just opting for simplicity.
Yeah, if you don't trust yourself to actually hit them, it's a dead talent, so...
Yeah. I mean, I hit them every time, but, you know, pretty sure I have a 100% hit rate.
I'm a hair short of that, I think.
99.
Yeah, 0.9, of course.
Repeating. Tracer diving in on Salcero, but we'll be able to get away. Uh-oh, the Q! Tracer ran out of that last Q, and that Anubarak stun landed perfectly.
Yeah, you gotta be careful with the triple blanks in and then recall, because you're in no man's land.
Yep. Interesting, no kills yet. Level 10s are in, so we see Blessed Shield, we see Entomb, we see, Twilight Dream, Pulse Rounds, which is pretty normal, and Gust. No Hinterland Blast.
I'm actually a little surprised how evenly this bottom lane's going.
It is, it is. Chelsea's got a lot of coins. I'd like to see a collapse down here, if possible. Down just a little late on that interrupt. Hanzo getting chased down. Let's see if he's going to be able to get away. Has to burn arrow. But it saved his life. And they get top fort for free. Blue team gets the turn in exchange. Yeah, that NA arrow just saved Hanzo for sure. Unfortunately, it's now down for 50 more seconds. Everything else is up except for Blessed Shield. Uh-oh. Man, that could have been bad there. I think Tracer was expecting Joe to go in.
Yeah, it's very easy in a Tracer game where you're playing well to get a little bit over cocky.
Cocoon and the Burrow comes in. Able to escape. Let's see if they look at Joanna here. Nah, Joe's just gonna walk away. Great stun by Blaze, looking for more, but a good disengage on the Gus. Alright guys, flight time headed back. Safe travels, man. Get you a handful of that good American dirt when you get back to the States. They know the dirt like that.
There's a really nice disengage combo for red here with Twilight Dream and Gust.
Yeah. The arrow! So 1 for 2 on the arrow so far for those of you keeping up with it. And Sound's looking here. Oh, and Orion came in with the fly, but unfortunately that means the just gives up top for it.
For nothing.
Yeah. Leo in trouble. I don't think Wraith walk. Oh, it did save him. And blue team's trying to get back-to-back turn-ins if possible. They're a little short right now. Joe has to walk all the way up here. I hate that as a tank. But we are still 0-0 on the kill count. Which is kind of wild.
Yeah, a lot of brawling so far.
Both teams just a hair shy of the second turn-in here. Pearl Simon's trying to finish up this camp.
We're not going to interrupt Joe at all? That was interesting.
That arrow heading all the way to Norway to hit Striker. It should get there anytime now. Red team getting that web weaver in. They do have 13 advantage now. Let's see if they can try to pressure here. Perhaps a little bit of a gust into an entomb, maybe?
I think you had an entomb window right there. Maybe not there quite fast enough.
Yeah, maybe just waiting on that web weaver here. Get some added distractions. And they're looking for it.
I like the pressure. They're definitely keeping the pressure up really well.
It's a good flank by the Leo. Unfortunately, Hanzo has a talent that lets him just jump over shit.
Blaze maybe in some trouble here.
Yeah, Blaze is definitely dead. Oh, that arrow didn't miss. A big 4-man. They're going to follow up. The bunker is here. They get a Cocoon on Malfurion, and that's a 2-piece and 3. And that will be 4. He said, talk shit about my arrows again, dude. Fantastic play there. Good collapse.
Yep, that was huge. That's much needed to relieve some of this pressure. And they've got turn-in coming after this.
Yeah.
So they could go ahead and use that to get the lanes back where they should be. I wouldn't hate pre-pushing these lanes with this little bit of time that you have. Just go ahead and clean these up a little bit.
Yeah. Not quite enough time to take the boss. Had to clean lanes. Gonna push them out. Get a turn in.
By doing it in this order, they give a little bit more value to these spiders that are about to happen. So I like that they made this choice.
Yeah. Good point.
Finally got our globes on the Jaina. Hanzo in some trouble.
I missed that. Didn't have my minimap DLC active.
It's important to download. I wish my Storm League compatriots would.
And the arrow lands! He's 3 for 4, boys! Cocoon is out. They are taking some fort damage. Let's see if Northern Touch is going to dive here. The Water Elemental is out chunking Orion, but I think he's going to be able to walk away. Hanzo finishing that target practice up. And blue team's got a good push. 16 advantage right now. Tracer and Leo are split, cleaning those lanes up, which I do like. Of course, this is the Prio lane on this map. Blue team's going to walk out. 16's now in. I'd like a little setup for a trap here. What do you think about
Looks
that?
like they're going for the Leo, which is never an easy thing to do.
Yeah.
Oh, what is this fight?
And he escapes.
Lucky to get out alive there.
Calculated. Calculated.
I know what he was thinking.
And Blaze lands a stun. Great disengage. Just saved Tracer's ass, and the arrow misses, unfortunately. Hey, that was close. If he'd have hit that one, Tracer would have went bye-bye.
Absolutely. So this is the point we were talking about, right? Northern Exposure, or Numbing Blast, sorry. It definitely makes Tracer's life a lot harder.
It does. It does. From this point on, Tracer has to just has to guard herself a little bit more. Can't keep doing that crazy dive shit she's been doing.
Yeah, you can't play the game without recall up, unfortunately.
Yeah. And you notice the difference now. We've seen, since 16's come in, we've seen Tracer off splitting a lot.
This talent on 16 makes that a lot easier, Bullet Spray. It helps her split push ability a lot. And I guess maybe this was the idea. I don't know if they're thinking that far ahead, but now they've got two people who can kind of split push very effectively if they want to.
Northern Touch looking at Tracer. The other added benefit to the Anubarak, I know we talked about the Beetles into the Tracer, is the Cocoon. Really gives you an opening on an easy target on that Tracer. Man, Tracer's just chasing the Beetle Boy down. And there's the arrow and the Cocoon. Great flank there by Chelsea. Bunker is in. Unfortunately, the light bomb's not going to be able to land. I don't think Northern had his burrow up again. So a little bit of a missed opportunity there. I thought blue team was going to get some kills.
They're still posturing aggressively here.
They are. That is the one thing I do like about the Gambit Gaming playstyle, is these guys are always moving forward, it seems like. Really enjoy seeing that.
But they're doing it in a very patient way.
They are.
They didn't overreact to going behind early. They kind of just waited, bided their time. They knew their power spikes.
Yeah, it's a very, like, I hate to use a fighting analogy, but a very, like, Sean Strickland style of playing the game. Just head down, walking towards the enemy. And take some shots, but...
there's a big overlap between video game nerds and fighting
and UFC. He's just a head down walk towards the other guy. You're gonna take a few punches, but eventually that constant pressure is gonna create an opportunity for a mistake. And I love when teams play that way in HOTS. It puts all the onus on your enemy instead of you.
So this is the moment of Spider Queen that I'm not the hugest fan of.
I agree.
There's just like nothing really to do. Obviously, red team still has a turn in that they can go. These camps are going to collide. We'll see what happens there. But not a whole lot going on right now.
Yeah. Red team is just still looking for that first kill as well.
Both teams about a half a level from 20, so you kind of want to wait for that before fighting.
Huge chain CC there. Was looking for more with the light bomb.
You got to leave his blue. Use blue.
Oh, and Chelsea just dove into the back line. I think he might be in trouble now. I was able to walk away. Go is low, and man, the spell shield fighting is just fantastic, right?
Yep, you definitely saw the value of that there.
Yeah.
I mean, you would love to kind of poke this out, but I think you just give this turn in and
oh no, I hate using Entomb there. Oh, that was huge. And now they're gonna get 2 kills. The Gus was just a little late. Man, you wait another 20 seconds and you have Buried Alive and Wind Tunnel online, and you just burnt both of them and died.
Now they're gonna run the boss, it looks like.
Yeah, that's gonna give them a free boss. Top
I would
keep
try
is
to
gonna be in
turn
trouble.
if I was red. Yep, that's what they're doing.
Yeah. Maybe able to get a kill here. Yeah, Malfurion's here. That's going to be a kill. Chelsea doesn't have many gems, but it creates an opportunity here for a turn-in. And
The turn in will relieve some of the boss pressure, but we're a little late. I mean, I would have rather turned in than chase that blaze, to be honest. It's nice to get the kill, though.
yeah, I think they needed that stagger. Yeah, it's something I always am try to be very deliberate about, especially playing heroes with big 20 ultimates, like Entomb and like Wind Tunnel. Of course, they're back up now because their team died and they had to wait. But when you're at 19, just wait. The added value of the Silence Entomb and the Wind Tunnel are just massive to give up 50 seconds of not having them. So maybe just that Sean Strickland pressure, just getting to him, making him press R.
We're gonna stalemate a little bit here.
Blaze almost back up. So we do see Bullseye, which I think is going to be great if we can land a Bullseye on this Tracer. Maybe off the back of a Cocoon or after a Blaze E, something like that.
He just hit one raw on Malfurion a couple seconds ago, so he definitely can hit him.
A lot of red push right now. Minion waves and spiders.
All 5 ults available, too.
And there's the Cocoon. Arrow does miss. They were looking for the Malfurion here. Orion's trying to get a Wind Tunnel angle. I can see it. Not quite able to.
I'm so nervous he's going to do the fly, then gusting again.
And here comes the counter engaged by a Nubarak. No advice, please, casters. I'm just here to cheer for both teams. Welcome in, Dutch. Blaze overextended and gets saved. Fantastic save there by Crizzo. Chelsea. Oh, and here comes the Jaina pop-off we talked about. There's 1 kill, and there's 2 kills. Disengage on the Gust, and Twilight Dream just probably saved Sergeant Scoops from a reset.
I think you have to there, but God, that hurts to use those there.
It does. Welcome in, Dutch. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, that one did hurt. Unfortunately, blue team's now. Let's see what they do. Are they gonna go bot? Oh no, you can't get caught here.
You just give it up.
Yeah, Unstoppable. Unstoppable's gonna be able to save Joe. We'll get that Bruiser camp, but you can clear it. You've got a pretty good top lane pressure here for the red team. Tracer back up in 20 seconds. The arrow does land. Not sure what that was about.
Don't want to stick around too long. I like the leave.
Yeah. They've got a top lane to deal with anyways.
I wouldn't hate trying to push top lane out a little bit before this turn, but it's not the end of the world.
Yeah. Oh, I would love to fight in this gap here. Oh no, come on guys. Oh. Bait them into that shit. I know Jaina wants to come in there and but if you get a Wind Tunnel in Tomb,
right
I don't think so, no. I think the wall's breaking up. Man, that could have been devastating. Wind Tunnel in Tomb and that little tight corridor.
Yep, that's game winning. This is a knife-edge game right now, and either team gets a few kills here, they can end.
So they will secure at least this bot keep, I think. I don't know, they're playing pretty passive here. Waiting for the opportunity. Dive does land, the arrow hits as well. Joanna's in the cocoon. And now they're on the chase here. Here comes the big wind tunnel. Bunker is out. Northern Touch is trying to get into it, but can't interact with it. In the meantime, Leo's in the back line. Sergeant Scoops is having to run. We've got two completely isolated fights here. Leo is 1v3ing back here, and Jaina is going to be able to... Jaina gets picked off by the Tracer, actually, and now Blaze will die as well. So a 2-for-1 trade with the one being the Leo, which is great. Oh, and here comes Orion looking for more.
Oh, gotta be careful, though.
Oof, almost dove to his death. Northern Touch is in trouble. Will get picked off, and Trace is looking for more.
A beetle got that kill.
A beetle did. That's great. That's great.
I'm in some trouble, though.
Yeah, he already used his escape. Let's see if Crizzo can pull him. Oh,
Nice.
and a perfect cue.
That was massive. That was amazing.
That was absolutely beautiful. Yo, these have been 2 really good games.
Uh-oh. Somebody's getting banned.
What happened? Did we see a spray? Yeah!
Spray.
I love it. You can spray on my stream all day, baby.
We're not on your stream.
I encourage it, in fact. I encourage spraying. Now, NGS might not, but I do.
Joe's going back to clean, which is nice, which is good. Keeping the pressure up on this bottom lane. We've got 2 dead on both sides. Well, now we got 1 dead on GG.
Yeah, both teams just going to kind of stick around. I'm interested to see if our next fight's going to be over boss.
Probably.
Dutch said in the post game, can you pull up the talents that Beetle was using to finish off Fostad?
Beetle's OP.
Sal popping off? Yeah. That was a fantastic cue. Uh-oh, here comes the engage! Jaina gets absolutely deleted. And Anduin's in trouble as... Oh, that feels bad. That feels real bad.
You gotta remember that Silence and Tomb is a shorter duration.
Yep. I see what they were going for, but that hurts.
Still gonna try to end here, which is fine. Both DPS dead for almost a minute.
Good stun there. Here comes the light bomb. Unfortunately, you have no DPS to do any damage here.
They're doing their best, but...
That they are. I think this is going to be GG over to the side of not GG.
You just gotta focus the core here. Just every bit of damage you have on the core.
Yeah, they still got 20 seconds. And Protectors of Aiur is going to even it up in this game, too.
All I do is win, no matter what. Got money on my mind, I can never get enough.
What a great series we've got so far. All right, let's take a look at those stats. I closed my blind, so I didn't see that arrow. Oh, man. So, Hanzo absolutely obliterating the stat leaderboard right now. Really great play by the Hanzo. Really great play all around. Few miscommunications that I think potentially could change the game. But, yeah. Good 2-game series. Don't play that music, Mount. Why not? It's cleaned out. Or stream can get music. Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure I have all of it cleaned out so that it's not recorded on the VOD. Take a look at those talents. Anything interesting you want to point out, Jay?
Talent-wise?
Yeah.
Nothing crazy. Everything kind of standard, like we talked about. Like the auto attack false is a little bit odd, but they got some decent value out of it. Tracer, there's a couple talents that make her a little bit more split pushy and kind of lose a little bit of value, but she was still able to blink in, mess around, and really kind of ruin the day of our blue team there. I don't play enough of the Q build Hanzo to know the 13, 16. 16 seems right to me, but got a lot of value there. And Jaina looks fine. Looks about what I play.
Yeah. All right. Well, we're going to game 3, 1-1. I'm going to write a couple notes down. Let's see.
There is one talent that I know is questionable on Leoric.
Mithril?
No, Neil
Oh.
Peasants.
Oh, Neil Peasants. Yeah. I was gonna say I love playing Mithril Mace.
Yeah, I like auto attack, Leo.
Let's see. Go back to the stats. Sorry, I'm just writing a couple notes for our post game interview. Always helps me kind of go back and talk about a little bit of depth.
I'm gonna join the lobby and then take a quick bio and then be waiting for.
All right, let's get to our match selection screen. We will update that. Hey, this team might take. These two teams might take us to all 5 tonight, which is gonna be fun. Let's see, where is protected? All right, map 2, Protectors of Aiur. Pick a good. Little Blink 182. I feel like the Frost Armor for Jaina 4 might have been more helpful with Tracer control. Thoughts?
I mean, it's what I was talking about.
That's what I was about to say. I'm gonna wait for Jay to come back and answer that.
It's when you take globes on 1, you've kind of solved your mana problems. So Arcane Intellect on 4 becomes a little bit less
necessary.
important. Yeah. If you take whatever Chilling Touch or whatever the Eternal Chill on 1, you need to take Arcane Intellect. But because you went globes on 1, you can get away with it, and it's pretty strong into heroes like Tracer. So I would not have hated to see Frost Armor there. It would have been a good pick.
Good catch there. I did have those backwards. Boom. Fixed. All right, everybody. While we're waiting on our next lobby, I'm going to go grab a beverage real quick. Make sure you grab a beer, whiskey, wine, water, whatever the hell you're drinking. I know Jay is drinking... Oh, shit. What's the beer you drink?
It's not. I'm not doing my all days. I am doing.
You're not. Oh, okay.
From Equilibrium. It is a.
I don't know that one.
Not too far. It's
man's done switched it up on us.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I do love my all days though.
At least a week. Yeah, at least. All right, I'm back. Sorry. Got a nice Samuel Adams Oktoberfest. Let's see. Frost Armor is for sure good into Tracer. I would pick it personally. But Pearl Simon is playing it for late game Wombo. Yeah. I'm gonna just keep my mouth shut on Jaina. Not a hero I have a lot of experience with. Although she is very fun to play. I do play her in ARAM when she's available. Alright. Teams must be washing their hands after that sweaty game 1 and 2.
Yeah, we do have a bit of a longer delay than usual.
Mm-hmm. Alrighty, let's see. So, I guess we can't really hedge our bets on bans until we see the map. Oh, there's our map. Dragonshire. Now we can hedge our bets. Anybody you think's going to get banned out? Or you think we're going to stick with the same 4 bans we've seen the last 2 games?
It's hard to bet against it since they did do that, but I think you have to ban the URL here. She's really strong on this map. You already got kind of bullied by it a little bit in game 1.
Mm-hmm.
I think you have to ban it.
Yeah, that's a good point. or hear me out, play into it. Um, I don't know how deep the offlaner pool for Chelsea is. We've only seen the Blaze. Blaze obviously not going to be the pick. Who would you pick into your rail?
Lucio, if they let you have it. Lucio hard counters URL.
Well, I mean more so as a solo offlaner on D-Shire.
Rexar, if you play it.
Yeah, that would
He's
be my
really
guess.
strong here.
Rexar, maybe Thrall. How does Thrall match up in URL? I feel like Thrall
Um,
matches up well in URL.
You've got the root, which is really strong. You've got a lot of percent damage talents, which is really strong into her armor on level 1.
Yeah.
Um, I don't hate that as well. I also don't hate getting weird with it and like doing a ranged or kind of
Mm-hmm.
melee, not typical offlaner, but then you
Yeah.
lose a lot of that CC that you were using later in the game. So
Falstad W build, just saying. There's an angle. Um, who else would you see? You could also potentially draft, and I don't know the DPS pool that well for GG. But you could also just draft someone who's a very good rotator into your rail. I would personally, if the rail gets through, I would be taking Uriel owns Thrall. I don't know. I don't think I've ever actually played that matchup. I would want to
I
take.
certainly have not.
I would want to take Falstad, rotate up. Obviously, Uriel's got escapes, so you'll probably be a low success rate on the gank, but gives you a way to, you know,
Ganking a URL is really hard.
it is. But I'm just trying to think through because I'm gonna guess that's what the pick is. I think the answer's better just ban it. But
Yeah, I would love to see them just ban it and not have to deal with it.
yeah, because they've really relied on the Blaze in the off lane. Also, I'm sure they talked about the fact that Uriel's probably going to be on the board here in the off lane, and Blaze is not going to be a great matchup. Could potentially see like a Genji to rotate up. Again, low success rate on the gank. I don't know. We'll see.
I don't even think you try, to be honest. I mean, Genji's strong here with the ability to kind of be everywhere on the map, but
Yeah.
it's yeah, I don't think you even try to gank the URL.
Oh man.
Try to just lose small top and hold bottom as much as you can.
Yeah. All right, we'll let them know that we are ready. Maybe that'll prompt them into action. Jay, you working this week or you off for Thanksgiving?
Off Thursday, but every other day I will be working. Unfortunately.
Can kind of take off at leisure this week, but it's got a lot of
I
shit
mean,
going on.
yeah, it's a slow week. It's not like anything crazy is going on. So
Yeah. And are you still working remotely?
yeah, we're in the office 1 day a week at this point, but my office in New York is extremely small. So if I can't get a spot, I just stay remote all 5 days.
Gotcha.
Yeah, definitely nice for a lazy gamer like myself.
I know. I see you in Storm League every now and then about 2 p.m., you know?
Give it a shot every now and then. Those games are not good though.
Yeah, I worked from home during 2020 for about 2 months, and it's just hard for what I do. Work from
Yeah.
home, but it's also I could not effectively do it personally. I got distracted. I get distracted easily.
I'm way better from home, I think. In
Are
the
you?
offices. Yeah.
It is interesting.
You got your good setup. You're able to just kind of not get bothered by anybody. I get more distracted in an office, I feel like. There's just too many other people around. You
Hmm.
go out for lunch, get a coffee, all that stuff. Here, there's no commute. You're just sitting at your desk whenever you want.
Yeah.
So I definitely like the work from home life. I was one of the naive people that thought it was just going to be 2 weeks when everything shut down in 2020. Here I am 3
two
years later, have not done anything.
2 weeks to what was it? What was the catchphrase?
I don't remember.
2 weeks to
The-
something the curve.
Oh, flatten the
Flatten
curve.
the curve. That's what it was. All right, let's go into our draft screen for game 3 as we get a little crossfade on. Charlie not the bad. All right, let's see who our bands are going to be. Now, how are babies made? Well, Zerg, when two people who were able to reproduce love each other or not and just want to um, take up the act of procreation, um, they order a pizza, beer, and turn on Netflix. The rest is
The
history.
answer was a one-word answer: tequila.
Tequila, tequila, tequila.
We're just
uh,
running these bands back, and I feel like this is a mistake.
yeah, you could see the third band be the URL. I think that's what makes sense. I really expect Orion to take the Falset here. I think I think that's going to be a clutch pick for them.
I mean, the Sylve band feels kind of targety. She's universally pretty strong, but she also,
Oh, well, there's a different one. We get the Brightwing.
which was their third band last time, I believe.
So maybe they're letting the Sylve through, and are going to opt to ban the URL. I'm interested to see who the Sylve player is. I'm going to guess Tracer.
Does Chelsea play Urel? Is the question.
Oh, that's a good point. Ooh, Earl Simon said, I'll take that. Do like Viola on this map. I think this is one of Viola's stronger maps.
I mean, she's always tough. She needs a lot of protection.
Yeah, this gets value with the dragon advantage, of course. Can really burn that down. Can stack off of it with the AA and a 5v4 where someone's in the dragon. Viola can really wear down that enemy team. Ooh, deadly combo though out of the Anub and Anduin. And the Diablo made it through. So it is picked up. And from what I remember, Northern has a very good Diablo. And that's why it's been banned. So
Well,
Chelsea's taking the Dahaka. What, you like that pick? I like that pick, actually.
I love the Dahak on this map. I think the ability to get top to bottom super fast is great.
Yeah.
The only problem I have with these two picks is now the logical thing for them to do is ban the Tychus in this third ban, which again lets the URL through. That feels
But
super.
I think what they're doing is just opting for the, okay, we'll just let Uriel have top until we can create an advantage somewhere else. Then it doesn't matter as much.
Just try to not interact with her at all, I guess.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, out macro her, she's going to have to rotate. She can't keep up to double soak, which means somebody's going to have to cover mid. Of course, got the global advantage to go bot.
She's not the worst at double soak. She gets the Divine Steed at 4 or 7.
Yeah, but I don't think she can keep up with the Haka.
Well, early game she can. Once
early game, for sure. Yeah. So, Hammer and Mephisto bans.
Those feel super targety. Although Hammer is pretty strong.
They do. They do. Okay. I don't think we're going to see Tracer again. I still think we see Falstad here. Especially now with the Dahak on the board.
Do your worst.
Zul'jin and Aurel. Okay.
Zul'jin's not the worst answer to Diablo. I wonder if he'll play Q build though. Even if he doesn't, you just stack for days and then you just kill him in the late game.
Diablo's gonna have a tough time. Touch said if they play Zarya 4-man Vala, I'm going to bed. I don't think they play
I'm here to help.
that. I've at least never seen GG play 4-man Zarya. White main.
Commence.
Spicy pick. I like the white main pick here. I don't like the white main pick here. With the Zeratul.
I mean, Zeratul has a tough time into Diablo. It's not his best matchup, but
and Jaina.
Still probably gets enough value.
But you know Dutch isn't going to go to bed now. He's got to see the Zeratul game. Okay. Who do you give the advantage to draft-wise?
I'm blue here.
I do too.
I think it's just kind of a little bit more stock standard good. Vala's got a nice beefy front line to play in front of. She's got the Vala or the white main to protect against single target burst. Zeratul is going to have a hard time blowing anybody up against a white main.
Yeah.
Kind of comes down to the execution of the Zeratul.
I agree. It's going to be late game if Zera can pop off and string some kills together, which is obvious. I mean,
There's a lot of late game scaling here, though. Zul'jin, Zeratul, Vala, they're all heroes that are way stronger at 20. Jaina way stronger at 16. Diablo obviously stronger once he gets souls. So definitely will be interesting to see what happens at the end of the game more than the beginning.
All right, we're going into game 3 of this best of 5 matchup. Tied up 1-1 right now. We've got Pearl Simon on Vala, Chelsea on Dahaka, Krizzo on the White Mane, Northern Touch on Diablo, Salcero on Jaina.
All right, and for Protectors of Aiur, we have Tracer playing Zeratul. I'm going to try this time. Tech on Anubarak, Sergeant Scoops on Anduin, Orion on Zul'jin, and the Sound on his signature Yrel.
Well, that is one question we can ask if the red team is successful in the post-game interview. How to pronounce Anubarak. It's got to be Tech, right? Yeah.
I mean, I'm trying, but...
It's also just a mouthful. That's what she said.
Owning this push is really important, and I like Reds kind of taking that over.
It is. Northern Touch getting chunked here. They're
Lost
told
almost
on the
a full
hunt.
wave of experience down here. He'll be able to get the globes, but at the reduced size.
Wait, did they change Soul Shield's icon?
Yes, they did.
They did. I was going to say, I don't know that icon. I had to go hover it. Yeah, I forgot they changed some of those. Okay. Do you see the AA Vala?
There is one glaring thing right now that I am not sure about, and that is Q-Build Zeratul.
Yeah, and why is that, Jay?
They're not really, with a Vala Jaina, they're not really going to be clumpy enough that you're going to get a lot of value out of Q-Build. Q-Build also kind of tips that you're going to go Void Prison. It's very rare to see Might of the Nerazim with Q-Build, but maybe they'll play it.
Yeah, that does make sense. As Zeratul's going to be able to get this free cap here. Yeah, Chelsea's not going to be able to rotate over. They opted to take the Bruiser, and that freed up the Dragon for an easy 1 minute and 52-second take.
At this point in the game, the Dragon's super weak, so it's not the end of the world to lose this first one.
Oh, and Yrel comes in to steal it!
That really hurts.
Yes. That's devastating way to start a game.
Because that's the thing that you got to give up that free Dragon, right?
Yep. So Chad has come in with 2 different explanations of the name. One is Icklepickle, and the other is Ickplick-Tick.
Well, I'm gonna go with Icklepickle because that's more fun to say.
I kind of like Icklepickle.
Apologies to the real name of Icklepickle, but that is now your name for the rest of this cast.
That's kind of like when Andrew called you Jay Richard.
Jay Richard? I'm gonna make an alt account with that name for sure.
Yeah, I agree. You should. So a lot of value out of this first Dragon. Get the whole bot, fort, wall, and about a third of the... Oh, and Orion's in trouble. Does get a good save by Sergeant Scoops and a peel by Icklepickle. I can't say that without laughing. Zeratul rotating down to help out. 7 advantage is about to come in for our red team.
So the thing about Q-Build as well is for the Zeratul, he comes online a little bit earlier, but his ceiling is lower. So Zeratul can kind of start fighting at like the 7 area and not really need to wait for 10 quite as much, and is not as important to wait for 20. So that does kind of help them with tempo. And he can also just cover all of the miss, so Zeratul can do that very safely.
Last Melchior has got to be a Wheel of Time fan, right? Of course. I shall Melchior. That is the namesake. And Jadic's namesake is, his name's Jay, and everybody just kind of thinks he's a dick, so.
100% correct.
Welcome in, by the way, Forecourt Jester. And a great dive there. Looking for the kill on the White Mane, and they're going to get it. Them thighs just couldn't clap fast enough to get away.
I gotta be careful on Zul'jin there.
Rotating up to take a look at this Urel. Really just kind of dissuade her from continuing to push. You see Chelsea clearing up this top lane. And, yeah, good play here by the red team. Gonna try to take this fort down.
You got beetles, you got a full wave. I think you could have been more aggressive there.
Yeah, probably so. Bala working on this siege camp. Take a look at stacks here. 44 right now, so 6 away. Zul'jin's at 11. Are they gonna get a quick cap? No. Urel needs to take this top lane. They get their siege camp out. And I think if you're red team, you just wait on those 10s here. You've got Zeratul kind of gatekeeping this this dragon. You get those 10s, it's pretty much free. Blue team's gonna have to respect that.
Yeah, Urel can just kind of own this top for a while, so you don't really need to worry about the cap.
See, this is when I'd want that Dahaka to be coming in for the fight.
They're in a little bit of trouble.
Oof. They're barely going to be able to walk away. And yeah, he just comes into the fight. Misses his tongue, though, I think, which is devastating. Urel going to rotate down, and he's going to be able to cap here with that 10 advantage. So we see 10s come in. There's actually Might of the Nerazim, Cocoon, Anduin's playing hard to get. Has Dingo and Ardent Defender.
I don't know. I guess the same argument with not grouping up is the same reason why you wouldn't play Void Prison.
Yeah. We do see Light Bomb.
You've got a lot of light bomb delivery methods between Blink and
I know, that's why I was
Urel, Jump.
kind of wondering why he was holding. It seemed like he was waiting on something, but I don't know what he would be waiting on. Northern is not going to take APOC, which I don't think I've ever seen Northern take APOC. He always opts for that Lightning Breath, which I think is going to
really
play...
strong with W build.
Uh-oh, here comes the engage. The Light Bomb will get a finish on the Dahaka. Diablo is cocooned at the moment. White Mane's trying to juice him back up. Looking to try to get a trade. Dragon's just free pushing. It does eventually wear out. I think Pearl Simon was there to knock it down a little bit mid, right?
Mm-hmm, for a little bit.
Yeah, but the game's just kind of getting out of hand at the moment for Gambit Gaming. They're about to be 2.5 levels down, 2 structures down at the moment. Vala is gonna obviously scale and could really be devastating late game, but I think the same could be said for Protectors of Aiur between Zul'jin and Zeratul.
Yeah, I mean, like we talked about earlier, it's not quite as much skill on Zeratul with this build, but it's still scale, and he still will be a bit of a problem later in the game.
See if they can get the kill here on Urel. No, she's just distracting them. We'll use Ardent Defender. Chelsea barely whiffing on that tongue. And in the meantime, red team's going to take that Bruiser camp out, push bot lane. That's a lot of prio here. Blue team is going to have to deal with that. Red team has the 13s, is looking for more of that spell shield. Is going to save Diablo some damage here. Water Elemental gets absolutely burned through, and Orion's a mad lad. That could have been bad.
Gotta greed those stacks.
Yeah. Why would you think that? Oh no, they're multiplying. What's up, Cawthon? Wheel of Time fans are taking over in here. For those of you that are interested, I did just start the Mistborn series by Brandon Sanderson. Obviously, you Wheel of Time fans will know, and it's really good so far. I'm really enjoying the lead character, Ren, or however you say it. Not very far into it, but the whole alchemist type magic system is just fantastic. Definitely recommend it. Blue team's still looking for the 13s. We got our next dragon phase up. They will immediately take this bot. No, they're just going to stall it out instead. Alright, so camp pressure top for the red team. 13s are now in, so it's getting to the point, Jay, where you kind of have to take a fight at some point.
Well, I mean, this is your window. You have a
Pre-16,
one
yeah.
full level before 16.
Look at the frog head, Uriel. And here comes that fight we were just talking about.
You know Zera's not there, or at least you think he's not there.
He is taking the dragon. Here's that lightning breath. And Zul'jin's just gonna pop Tez Dingo and walk away. And now here comes Uriel. All ults are down except Rain of Vengeance, and the Sound's just chasing them down like the dogs they are. Here comes the Light Bomb. Does land, and Diablo's in trouble. There's the Ardent Defender, and Northern Touch is going to fall. He will be back in 5 seconds, but Krizzo's going to be stranded as well. Thung's going to hit a beetle.
A little late on the dig, I think.
Boom! Pearl Simon gets booted into Neverland. All the Sanderson Cosmere series are fun. Yeah, I've read Stormlight Archives and love it. It's a very, very good and prolific writer. Enjoy his stuff. Taking the Dragon Knight bot lane with a 16 advantage at the moment.
A lot of camps on this lane, so it's a good lane to kind of push out.
Yeah. We'll get
not missing by much.
about half the keep. Let's see if they try to engage here. I mean, they're down 16s, but I don't know. It's feeling like they're not going to make it to 20 here, right?
I don't know why you don't stay and knock down this keep, to be honest.
Yeah, they could, for sure.
Let's see if Tasaka shows on this top wave. He just showed, so now you've got to run at him. You have to.
And that's what they do. And here comes Dahaka. Let's see what angle he takes. Yep, he just turned. Let's see if he can land a Q. No, they're going to be away.
It is race card to Haka, so he's got a lot of mobility.
Okay, there are 5 here. They have the advantage until the Haka gets here. Lightning Breath is out. Northern Touch has to start peeling for Krizzo. Pearl Simon and being hunted down by this Zeratul. And now Northern Touch and Jaina are both going to fall. Yeah, this is looking tough for the blue team. Good dodge there by the Vala. They will definitely secure the keep here.
Yeah, the question mark is, are they going to stay for any more? I think you're okay backing off painting the map red.
Yeah, we should
Let's
have
get this.
Isolation does miss. Tongue misses as well. Sounds running under tower, or under keep.
Ardent Defender's up, so we're not too afraid on Uriel here.
Yeah, they do have beetles as well. He's just eating the damage.
The beetles are just not aggroing.
I know, he never got out of range. He was just standing there eating them. Yeah, El Taquito. My name's Last Malkier, and I've got my buddy Jadic joining. If you want to go and give our respective channels a follow, mine is twitch.tv/lastmalkier_TTV, and Jadic's is twitch.tv/Jadic_OW. And here comes the Jaina value, looking for the resets, baby. Vala will get the kill here. Ardent Defender is out. Sergeant Scoops is just trying to peel here for himself and unable to do so. And here comes Vala. So, Gambit Gaming showing some late game life.
Gotta be careful on the ball here.
Very much needed.
They've done a great job protecting the Vala stacks. In a game where you're kind of getting out killed 7-2, to have Vala still with full stacks is pretty impressive.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my buddy Jay. He's pretty fly for a white guy, you know?
So I've been told.
And you also know who I am. I do. Just, you know, putting on a show. Vala at 150 stacks, Zul'jin at 35. Let's see, what else is worth looking at? Enhanced agility. Still a few away from finishing that. Such a thick redneck accent. Yes, I am from the South. That is true. As we say it here, I'm from the boot. Jay's been to the boot. Jay's got grandparents in the boot. Isn't that right? Grandparents?
grandparents
Yeah,
still
yeah.
there. I have an aunt as well there. Yeah, cousins. Although one of my cousins moved to Arkansas, I think.
Yeah, that's where my mom's family's from. Ludude confirmed Jersey native. Does he have a 31 tattoo? Does who have a 31 tattoo?
Pretty fly for a white guy.
Gotcha. All right, so the problem now is red team has 20s.
Kane is in some trouble.
Oh, I missed it. Oh, shit. I was looking at Daka. Cocoon's out. We see Ickle Pickle getting the light bomb. Lands on Jaina. We'll get the kill there. So that is a two-piece spicy on White Mane, and now Zeratol's chasing him down. I think he's going to get the kill here on the Diablo. He will.
Souls, though, so... That's
Does have souls.
That was insane White Mane value at the beginning of that, though. Jaina lived so much longer than she had any reason living.
And I think they're going to try to go core here. Level 20 advantage.
30 seconds.
I just don't know they have enough time. They do have a Zul'jin. He's going to be able to burn this.
I think you had to go a little bit faster. They cleared those waves here.
Ooh,
One more kill
Dahaka,
does it.
great stasis.
Core is starting to fall.
Down to 70%. Dahaka's going to die, and I think that might have just secured it for them.
Yeah.
They probably got it either way. And GG. Over to our red team. 2-1. Ickle Pickle is great. I did say it. All right. What a hell of a series we've got here.
Yeah, it's been a lot of fun.
Really is. Great hots. Great quality hots tonight. Although this one felt a little bit more one-sided. Still very competitive. Take a look at those post-game stats. We'll do all the little sort bys for all you stat watchers. And here's a look at the talents. Anything odd you saw in the talent choices, Jay?
Let's take a look. I don't know enough White Mane to really know, but this is the build I play. So I think that's probably fine. The Diablo Q on 16 is also, I think, pretty standard with that build if you're not going to take the full W. I've never seen that 16 from Anduin. Resets the flash heal. Interesting. Instead of double pull. I would say that's probably a little weird.
Yeah, I'm going to guess they just didn't think they needed the pull. Because, I mean, really, you got Zeratul, Anubarak, Uriel, all who have escapes. Obviously, Zul'jin has Tazdingo, so... Maybe that was just a mindset there. Don't think they need it.
I'm not... I don't particularly like this Zul'jin 20, but obviously didn't end up mattering the way that the game went, but... Yeah, I mean, pretty dominant performance there. This was definitely the most one-sided we've seen so far.
Yeah. All right. Give it to me, baby. Get ready for map number 4. Write a couple notes down. All right. GG's. Let's get ready for our next map. I hope everybody's enjoying yourself. I always like to take a little time to thank everybody coming out to join us for these matches. It means a lot to the team, the community. Keep a good, striving, and thriving HOTS community. You know, these teams put in a lot of hard work. I know most of the people in here, players, casters, coaches, etc. Teams put in a lot of hard work, and they really appreciate having people show up and support them, support the NGS organization. and have people to put on a show for. So appreciate everybody joining in tonight. Means a lot, and I'm sure all these teams are really really thankful. So major on draft screen, did you? Yes, if you mean this screen that I'm on right now, I did. I made this actually this weekend. I kind of wanted to just like switch it up a little bit, and I guess I'll give a little teaser for everybody. I'm getting ready to do a mini series, maybe extended series. I'm not really sure. Something I've been talking about for a while. I'm sure Jay's heard about it, but I'm gonna take some of the old CCL matches and run through some of those, some of those games, some of those bigger matches, and then maybe we'll just kind of look back at early season versus late season into CCL. I'd like to find some of the HGC matches, but I can't seem to find those old downloads. If anybody knows where they might be, that'd be great. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
That they don't even run in the game anymore.
They probably don't. Yeah, they probably don't. All the CCL ones do up through the first season. So if that's something you guys are interested in and want to watch, I'll probably be starting that next week, I believe. And run that for maybe 6 weeks, 8 weeks. Of course, you follow my personal channel for that. Yeah, I think it'll be fun though. Give us some more good content for the off season. All right, map number 3. We're gonna be going to Towers of Doom. Map number 4. I lied. We've already done map number 3. All right, Jay, what do you think? Who needs to be banned?
I think Dahaka very, very strong on this map. The fact that we have shown a Dahaka now kind of makes me want to ban it out. Urel is not as strong on this map. I think the global presence is just more value. I wouldn't be surprised though if we continue this Lucio Hogger trading back and forth first bans, and then probably the Joanna as well. Anduin ban.
Yeah, Anduin's got a lot of value. Thanks for casting. You guys make an event. Awesome. Yeah, my pleasure. I know. Always enjoy casting. Much more fun when I have people like Jay to join me as well.
Absolutely.
So shout out to Jay. Definitely. I think it makes it a better viewing experience than having a solo caster too, don't you?
I think so. It gives you somebody to talk to other than chat. Everybody knows how much fun talking to chat is.
Right. And also it gives you a little bit of a different outlook because, for instance, like we were talking about Jaina earlier, or even Zeratul, like those aren't really heroes I play, so I can't give much input on their talent choices. And
yeah,
multiple people, especially who we have some overlapping hero pools, of course, but for the most part, we kind of main different heroes.
For sure, definitely a lot of different focus.
Yeah. So sticking with the Lucio ban, this is one of Lucio's stronger maps, so that makes sense.
I wouldn't hate Dahaka right here. I kind of want Dahaka, but we're going to choke out healers instead. I think you have to pick Rhaegar here, unfortunately.
Yeah, I agree. Although Krizo's shown that he's willing to play some, off-meta healers. So who's first pick? Joe's already off. Diablo's not going to be a first pick material. Junkrat,
Yeah,
okay.
I think you had to pick Rhaegar there. I want to see Red instantly take Rhaegar. Maybe Rhaegar Hogger. Rhaegar Dahaka.
Could see some more Uriel action. Doubt that's first pick worthy, but
You could. I mean, like I said, she's not absolutely the best there.
okay, so we get to see the Sylvanas
through, so
yeah, and the Anubarak. That leaves Rhaegar. I'm wondering if they're going to take it on this round.
I mean, I don't know the pools well enough. Maybe Krizo's not the most comfortable on it. Maybe Sergeant Scoops as well. There are other healers in the pool, but they are significantly less strong than Rhaegar is.
Yeah. Okay, so we got the Blow up comp. We're just taking it back to square one. I kind of like this after losing 2 games.
It's definitely one that you know can be very successful in snowballing a game. And on
Yeah.
Towers of Doom, you can definitely snowball a game. So I don't hate the call, but you showed it early enough that there are still time to pick tools. Got to ban some kind of blow up here, whether it's Li Ming or Jaina. I think Jaina is probably the better ban right now.
They're gonna ban Leo. I mean, I think Chelsea's just shown that they're pretty comfortable on Blaze. Kind of surprised we didn't see that banned. Although they may have more information of how they like to play their towers comp or how they like to play their blow up comp. But I'm surprised we didn't see Blaze there. That's probably a good ban. Although, I mean, I feel like Varian Stukov's pretty good into Zeratul.
Yeah,
Just not
it's
one to deal with it.
It's not fun playing a Zeratul into a taunt variant, but
Yeah. Did get a lot of value out of it last game, though. And it's always that constant threat in the off lane. Okay, and the Sound's actually going to snipe the Blaze, so that makes sense for the Leo ban there. And Rhaegar is going to get picked up. So yeah, we just need something to follow up, and there it is, Salsera taking the Grey main. I hope he goes the level 16 talent that's banned. That's what I was just about to say, is they needed something to secure kills there. And now they've got 2 things to secure kills with. Leap and Grey main follow-up.
Let's fly.
Okay, let's see if we're going to see Orion and Tracer swap here. Because we've seen we've seen Orion play Falstad.
I mean, we've seen this Sylvanas banned out so much that I wonder if it's just kind of comfort for Orion, and then they're comfortable just leaving the way it is. Looks like that's the case.
Looks like it. All right, well, let's go to map 4 right now. Protectors of Aiur are up 2-1, and this map could secure the 3-1 victory for them. Is Alpha Killer banned? Yes, as of last I heard, Alpha Killer is banned. Correct, Joe?
Correct.
Alrighty. Sorry, go ahead.
Currently bugged, so not allowed to play it.
Map 4. On the left side, we've got Chelsea playing Sonya, Northern Touch on the Varian, Salcero on the Grey main, Pearl Simon on the Junkrat, and Krizo on the Stukov.
And for the side of Protectors of Aiur, trying to close out this series and take the Div C crown. We've got Sergeant Scoops playing Rhaegar, Ickle Pickle on the Anubarak, The Sound on Blaze, Orion on Sylvanas, and Tracer on the Falstad. They set up for this, so the cheese is not going to get much value.
Yeah.
Oh, they left too early.
They're still doing it. Great silence there by Krizo. So we do see Varian setting up for taunt, of course. We got a W build on the Sonya. Everything else looking pretty standard. Q build on the on the Falstad. So we're gonna play that a little bit. Oh shit, I'm sorry. Thank you. Gonna play that a little bit more magey. Thanks, Yit Bosser. You could have left the cap off there. Come on. Jeez. Alright, both teams rotating over. Gonna start their siege camps. Red team kind of looking for the invade here, but a little bit late. Blaze is here, but Ickle Pickle's in trouble. Oh, and Ickle Pickle's gonna fall. Tracer gonna be able to barrel roll to safety, and you hate to spend that time rotating down just to lose it anyways, and now you're gonna lose yours as well.
Lose your own as well.
Yeah. Chelsea did take that opportunity to get a little bit of wall damage there.
And that's a pre-level 4 variant too. You kind of need to win those fights as red.
Yeah. Taunt now online. Gonna immediately use it on the Anubarak. We'll be able to burrow to safety there. But this entire wall is fallen. It's not great. Taunt should be back up in about 3 seconds. My internal clock's right. And they're just gonna back out.
Need to focus down those Rhaegar totems too. Those really, really hurt the Greymane.
Yeah, that is true. Salcero. Pretty ballsy there. 1v3 in the bot lane. Not afraid of shit. We forgot our first ultra's coming up in 20 seconds. Pickle scoping out that bush rotation. So here's a good question for you, Jay. How many Q stacks do you think this Falstat's going to have by the end of the game?
If the game started this way, I'm going to guess 75.
Okay.
I think that's a respectable number in a game that doesn't last too long.
Yeah.
If we get one of these crazy back and forth 1v4 kind of tower shot games, easily in the hundreds.
Yeah. Good cleanse there on the Orion.
Salcero in some trouble here.
Oh, the dagger damage! Not gonna finish him off.
You got to be really careful as Sylvanas finishing your E's. That easily could get turned around with taunt. The thing is, though, is that the engage from blue is extremely telegraphed. So you just throw a Q at that engage and you're guaranteed to stack. So we could definitely see some pretty high stacks from this Falstad.
7's in for both teams now. Of course, we'll have Gust as well for disengage, which is going to be very helpful post 10 with those taunts. And so blue team, as they were able to secure their on camp, now have it timed perfectly to try to invade. Blaze, I think, is rotating down, it looks like, for my minimap DLC. He is. Just to make sure. And this is a risky fight here. Sonya is joining the fray, and blue team is just so chunked. Orion's trying to chase on Salcero. Tracer in trouble. I think already used that E. He's going to be able to just kind of, yeah, step away, throw a Q back, and Sylvanas will get credit to finish off the kill on Sonya.
Yeah, you just didn't have a window there. I don't like it.
Varian should be able to poke out here a little bit. Especially with Varian and Junkrat, you know. Taunt out on Ickle Pickle, but he's just going to eat it. Here comes the Blaze E on Varian. It sounds very low, though. He's going to have to back out. And Sonya is now here. They can take this fight, and I think they're going to push Red Team off. Red Team doesn't have quite the poke. Yeah, Falstad's just going to leave. Gonna go grab some soap.
In hindsight, I guess it all worked out, but...
But Gambit Gaming is going back to the Sean Strickland approach. Head down, rush forward.
It's kind of what you have to do with their comp.
Yeah. Keep that pressure
This is your
on.
window. Like, from 4 to 10, you have an ult and they don't, and you gotta take good use of that.
Speaking of 10s, they're coming online right now for Gambit Gaming. We see Flailing Swipe, Bullet, Riptire, Leap, and what's that called? Overpower, right? Field Wall, I'm sorry.
Your full combo's online now, so you gotta just...
And there it is. Absolutely obliterating the Sylvanas. Need to try to prio taking down this this bottom tower here. 10's now in for the red team. We got Ancestral Cocoon, Bunker, Mind Control, and Gust. I like the Mind Control in the variant. I think that's a must-take pick. Really makes Northern have to pick and choose his engages a little bit more closely.
Yeah, I mean, there's some value to Wailing Arrow to kind of just stop their combo.
Yeah.
But
It also allows, if that Greymane oversteps, to just kind of put him in no man's land.
Blaze looking for a flank here.
Yeah, he's coming in for it, isn't he? Kind of landed on Krizzo. Sergeant Scoops is having to walk away, though, and there's the Cocoon out. Bunker is here. And let's see if the Flailing Swipe's used. No. No? Thought he was going to have to disengage. I think so as well. Sound in trouble, though. Ancestral's going to be popped and get him juiced back up, and now Krizzo is going to fall. Here comes the leap, but it's a 1v5 leap. Sonya's now overextended. Greymane trying to go in and create some space. Not quite able to. And Orion's able to Haunting Wave in and finish off the kill on the Sonya. And
desperately try to take somebody out with him, but
yeah, you can feel the desperation here on that. I mean, you're still well up on tower shots, so not really necessary, but
I mean, I've been in that situation as a Greymane. Your thought is, I'm dead either way, but maybe I can take somebody with me.
Yeah.
I understand it.
yeah, looking for a boop over the wall here. Not
Here's the
quite
value
able
of
to get it.
Sylvanas, though. We can make these pushes really, really hurt.
Yeah. Oh, what a great taunt! Sylvanas is in trouble. Let's see if the Q. No, Pearl Simon was busy clearing up the wave, trying to save the tower. I don't think got any damage out on the taunted target. Sylvanas able to just walk away. Blaze rotating down again. Love the communications on the offlaner rotations here.
They've shown enough aggression on that camp time and time again that you just kind of better safe than sorry, I think.
Yeah, Ickle Pickle barely coming up short here. Falstad's in trouble, will be able to escape. Think he got it cleansed by the Rhaegar. Krizzo having to use the flailing swipe. There's the mind control, and Krizzo's in trouble. Here comes a backline leap, but Krizzo now dies as well. We see overlapping ults with both the Gust and the Cocoon. Need to focus Sonya here, and they will be able to. And red team's clawing their way back into this game.
They're all though. You got to be careful here.
Yeah. Would like to get this bottom tower off the board.
Yeah, you get the tower first, and then you go for the...
Yeah, and they're going to be able to have enough siege potential here with the Sylvanas and the Falstad. The Sergeant Scoops go over here and scoop this tower up. Now they're going to be able to take this siege camp.
Honestly, I wouldn't hate a 5-man back right here.
Yeah, they are all very
You do want to defend this tower. You don't want to give it to them for free, so I get that.
Yeah, if they back, it's a free give. Unfortunately, yeah, it looks like Sylvanas is like, alright guys, sorry, I can't do this. Oh, changed your mind! Good escape there by the Greymane. Here comes the Riptire just to take out those pumpkins. I think you probably could have stalled them out as Krizzo's lurking arm, but want to make sure those shots, unnecessary shots, don't get in. Here comes Sonya on the flank. Look at this. Oh, they scoped it out though. Yeah. Gonna have to go back now. 16s are about to come online for the red team here. Ah, and they got him to overcommit. Bunker is out. Let's see if they can give chase. Sound dispersing oil, trying to escape, and I think he will be able to. Yeah, the rest of the team does not chase. And the call is, hey guys, let's go take this tower back down.
Good timing on it too.
It is. I don't think they're going to quite get it. Get about half of it though, which is great value. We've got a triple altar phase coming up here in about 10 seconds. 16s are in for both teams. And all ultimates are up except for Bunker. Our two offlaners are just going to handshake here. Let's see if the taunt goes in on Nickel Pickle. It does. Unfortunately, the lurking arm's not quite there, and as soon as it comes out, they dive. Cocoon out on Varian, gonna get the kill on Greymane. And the Cocoon's about to wear out. I think they're gonna try to get this kill here on Northern Touch as well. And they do, and a great flank by the Sound. Here comes the Gust. Yes, he thought about holding it. He was like, I might not need it. Nah, let's use it anyways. Pearl Simon's gonna fall. Grizzo's gonna use the flailing swipe, but will still die after the burrow lands. And a 4-man wipe. Yeah, red team is taken over this post-10 game.
I mean, if we kind of take a step back, right? The first game, Red was in control for a lot of it, and then that one misstep kind of led the game to snowball not in their favor. This could have been 3-0.
Yeah. Very well could have. So we're only about 7 shots apart here. Still plenty of time for either team to secure this game. GG is fighting for their lives. A win here is going to secure the Grand Finals Championship for Protectors of Aiur. So GG's got to pull out all the stops. Good cleanse there by Sergeant Scoops. And you hate to be in this position that Gambit Gaming's in right now. Back against the wall. Not shit you can do. Down a level.
This is your chance, though. 320 to fight.
Oh, and the Ancestrals popped, and Ickle Pickle gets saved. The Gust puts them under, and here comes the huge flank by Sonya with the leap. Oh, and Tracer barely gets away thanks to the Cocoon.
Greymane is here, though. Greymane can finish his kill.
And Cocoon, and Greymane does finish the kill, but now he's in trouble. Gets slowed, stunned, and will get picked off. 1-for-1 trade. Junkrat is hurting my soul with these wave clear rip tires. Yeah, you really need the wave clear, the rip tire to secure some of these kills on Sylvanas and Falstad. Especially when you have a Stukov on your team who can just stall out these pumpkins. I think it's a little unnecessary, but just wanting to be safe, I guess.
We're doing a pretty good job, though, even at this disadvantage, of securing our own towers as blue.
Yeah, I mean, they're definitely still in it. They're only 5 shots apart.
That's what I mean. This game doesn't feel that close, right? 12-3 in kills, and they're 5 shots apart in towers.
Yeah. Let's take a look at the stacks, Jay. We're at 100. For Falstad.
That's what I didn't think we would make it quite that far in a game this short, but like I said, they're doing a really good job of just like seeing when the engage is coming, tossing a hammer in there, and counter engaging really, really well.
Protectors of Aiur are gonna take that boss off the board. I think that's a really heads up play. It's this game back even almost. I mean, 1 shot apart.
And
20
really
advantage.
The,
oh, they've got Gus. Man, they could clean up here. They could clean up here with a good Gus.
a little bit slow. Oh, here we go.
Tracer's looking for it. Tracer's looking for it. Here it is. Not a great angle, but it's going to do the trick. We'll get the kill on Grizzo and looking for more here. Great leap in on the back line. The Ancestral is out, and it's popping, baby. Juicing them back up. Well, Fawcett's still going to die. Oh, the mind control does land on the Varian, and now he's kind of stuck in no man's land. They will be able to get the kill there. 20 is online for both teams. Uh-oh. Did we get the Varian effect? No. I'm in the Greymane.
That mind control 20 is just so broken.
Yeah, it is. It's disgusting. So let's see if blue team can secure their altar here. Sergeant Scoop's going to be able to interrupt.
I think that's... You just can't let that happen. Right? That would be unforgivable.
Oh, great stun. Oh, I just noticed Junkrat took Tricky Shuffle. Or Dirty Trickster, whatever the fuck it's called. Yeah. We've now got a 5-shot game.
Boss is off the map for a while, so that's not something you have to worry about as Gambit here.
Yeah. I mean, they're definitely still in this. They need a bush gank. They need a good pick to try to find an opening here.
The problem with this comp, right, is it's really, really good at killing one person, not so good at killing the whole team.
Yeah. Well, especially now with Wind Tunnel online, Ancestral Upgrade, Rewind, Bunker, Mind Control. Here comes a huge leap. Does land on 2. Chelsea is in trouble now. Varian gets out of the cocoon, and everybody lives for the moment. Gray may not blunderbuss. What?
The bullet upgrade.
Oh, and here comes the huge. Yeah.
That's the difference, right? That's a team that is capable of killing the whole team versus a team that's capable of killing just one person.
Yeah, and that's absolutely devastating. Junkrat's gonna die as well here. And that's gonna be GG. Hell of a series here by Protective Aiur as they clean up the gray main.
Yeah, so you grab one tower here, then grab the altar, and that's the game. And the
That is.
championship.
Cannonball's a great talent, but the Riptire resets are more fun to watch. They are more fun to watch, but I'd say most of the time I've been convinced, recently, might I add, that Cannonball is the pick. GG has been called. What a series. Our Division C Grand Champions. Can't leave out Rhaegar. Protective Aiur. Don't go anywhere just yet. We will see if they are interested in doing a post-game interview, although it will be quick. Take a look at those post-game stats real quick. Maybe we'll message Pickle or the Sound and see if they want to join us for a post-game interview. Jay, I'm going to jump over to Lobby 2 in NGS.
I will follow.
All right. Oh, perfect. Looks like we've got some joiners.
How's it going?
Great. Who do we got joining us? Sorry, I'm tabbed out right now.
No, it's eclectic.
Ickle Pickle, welcome.
Pickle.
Just so you're in on the joke, me and Jay could not figure out how to pronounce your name, and chat pointed out that the best way would be Ickle Pickle. So now you guys are Ickle Pickle.
Yeah. Yeah, Taco mentioned it to me, so
The rest of your life, you are Ickle Pickle, whether you like it or
I
not.
mean, it's better than Jay. So his name is Jadic, and I think Andrew calls him Jay Richard. So I think Ickle Pickle's a little bit better. But congratulations. Thanks for joining us first off for the post game.
yeah.
Congratulations on the 3-1 victory. Awesome series. Awesome series.
Yeah, it was a super good series.
You need a
Really
minute
sweaty.
you need a minute to wash your hands before we start.
All right.
All right, well let's launch into it for a second. So you guys actually dropped the first game. First question off of that is, how are the mentals after game 1?
Well, we knew it was a best of 5. We knew it was one of their better maps. And it was super close. We could have won it. We lost on like our own mistakes, so like we knew we could turn it around.
Mm-hmm.
And best of 5, like you can't let the first one get to you. So we were doing all right coming out of it. We were like, all right, that's fine. We'll just win the next 3. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, sometimes it is very hard to do. I know mine and Jay's team really struggled with resetting the mentals sometimes after a tough loss, especially where you guys were in the driver's seat. And I think the turning point really was the Bruiser Camp fight, right?
Yeah, on their bruisers.
Your
Your
own, they were
Bruiser,
invading your bruisers, and then
Oh,
you guys
oh,
dove in to try to defend it, lost to keep.
yeah.
all right.
That I know this. Obviously, you've been 4 games, and your mind's probably mush right now. But that seemed to be the turning point for us, for me and Jay, defending that top bruiser. Kind of let GG get back into it. You guys were a little bit in the driver's seat on that Shrines map, but yeah, it was a 15-12 game. It was really close, very back and forth. I mean, at any point in that game, it felt like either team could have won. Um,
Yeah, absolutely.
the Tychus
First
felt
two.
a little oppressive to me in the first game. Did you guys? Why do you think you guys struggled into that?
Um, I don't know. I don't know if we were. I don't know if we were thinking it was the Tychus as much.
Well,
It
who
was a
did
lot
you
of
feel like it
damage.
was, or was it the
Um,
comp in general?
yeah, I think that their style again, like also we kind of felt like we were kind of dropping the ball. So we were more focused on like what we could fix about ourselves, and
Hmm.
like nothing was like clinching it that hard for them. Like they had a good comp and they were playing it well, but like we were, like you said, like we were kind of ahead of it, and we kept on making some like macro mistakes, and
Yeah.
we think that that was what was catching up to us. So
Well, I can tell you, my MVP for game one was definitely the Urael on you guys' side, and we had some fantastic Urael play throughout these games. So shout out to, I think it was Sound on Urael every time, right?
yeah.
Yeah, he played very
Really
well.
strong.
Jay, anything you want to add for the Shrines map?
Yeah, I think for me, kind of one of the question marks going in was the Tassadar, and we kind of saw them abuse it a little bit in the early game. Obviously, with his long windup and standstill animations and things like that, it seemed to be a focus of theirs to just basically stun him and try to kill him every time. Was that something that you guys thought about going into the game? I know that game you had the Anduin, I think, so you were able to pull him out of some danger. Was it something that you were worried about going into the draft? Like, how do you guys deal with playing a mage like that?
It is pretty tough, but again, like you said, like Anduin pulls Orian's really good with his walls, so like he's got his own peels. He pulled off some pretty good walls in that game too. So
Yes,
like
it did.
And some big black holes too.
yeah,
Um,
so
I think he
it can
saved
be
y'all's
dangerous,
team
but
at least twice with just great black holes. But yeah, let's talk a little bit about game two now. Tomb of the Spider Queen. You guys took the Tracer with the Malfurion, and obviously this was the comeback game that really started it back off for y'all. Is that a comfort pick? Is that a? I mean, obviously you got a guy named Tracer on your team. Tell us a little bit about that draft if you don't mind.
I'm trying to remember the beginning of the draft. It is Tracer's a super comfort pick for us. So
Mhm.
it worked out, and like Furion works well with Tracer because they can just drop off a leaf and like see you
Yeah,
later.
Yep.
yeah. It felt like the Tracer pick into the Hanzo play was fantastic, by the way, for Gambit. Just felt like Tracer had a really hard time post 13 and 16, which we kind of expected. And again, it was another really great back and forth. I think Hanzo like more than doubled the next highest DPS and had a few splendid Qs and dragon arrows. But I guess anything you want to add on that game about how you felt?
Not really. I mean, it was a super tight game. We had to, give it everything. It was a few like real tight macro calls. Um, uh, we got a couple. We killed their DPS. They had that strange rotate top, and
Hmm.
we were
Hmm.
kind of like turning in at the time, and we were like, oh no, Anoob's top. They were like, wait, Jaina's right here. And we were like, let's just kill all their DPS. And I think Hanzo took a tough leap
Yep.
Yeah,
that like just stranded him. And then it was like we were like, well, their DPS is done. Let's go take their core.
yeah.
And that was
Yep.
it was a tight core call. It was a lot of debate on the way down the hallway, but like
Mhm.
I don't know, it worked. So I think it was the right call.
We were also debating it on whether or not we thought you could actually finish there.
Yeah, we did.
Uh,
I didn't think you could.
I
Yeah, we
do have
almost went back and got the ball. Like the boss and the
Yeah,
turn in would have been basically a win, but like why pass up a chance for a win Why
Yep.
pass up a win for a chance for a win, right? So
All right.
Yeah, so I actually have a particular question talking about kind of Tracer having a little bit more trouble after Jaina gets the root, after Hanzo gets his quest stuff taken care of. What I noticed was Tracer would go off and kind of soak that off lane quite a bit and keep the map pressure up. Was that a specific macro call, knowing, hey, they kind of hit a power spike? We're not going to have as much liberty on this Tracer, so let's just kind of split push the map a little bit? Or was it just kind of taking what the opponent gave you?
it's a little A, little B, I guess. A lot of it is like you said, trying to keep the macro pressure up, and it's kind of ingrained in our style that like when we're getting a little behind on soak, we like split up and get all the lanes moving, because when you have all the lanes moving, then you can make a bigger play with the 5-man, you know.
And
Yeah.
you never know when Jaina is going to be standing in a spot you can all just jump on her and kill her. So.
Yeah, right.
Right. Well, then we went to Dragonshire. You guys pulled out the Zeratul and the Zul'jin, and that was I think, very snowballing game for you guys. Just felt like really like post 13, 14, Gambit Gaming really struggled. I don't know that I have too much to add on there other than Zul'jin popped off. That's all I wrote as a note, so that's not very helpful. But anything you had on that map, Jay?
Yeah, I mean, going back to the URL, that's one of our really strong maps. We were kind of thinking in draft, like, what can Gambit even do into the
Mm-hmm.
URL? Is there anything when you guys do break out the URL that you're looking out for? Anything you're thinking about to ban to protect her, or does it just that she can kind of live forever and just kind of win the game?
Yeah, I'd have to ask the sound about specifics of what we're looking at as counters, but like she's pretty survivable and she duels well, so like I think that, and she can double soak pretty decently. So like it's like she works well on Dragonshire. She's got a lot of escape
Yeah, I thought the
and a lot of
Dahaka
like
pick
backline
was
harass. So
was good into it. It just felt like maybe Gambit was a little off on their communication on using that global. Felt like it was just a little late to fights at times on the bot lane. So didn't get the full value out of it. But then we went to Towers, which was another really close game. I thought the comp for Gambit Gaming was really good, and I think you guys did an excellent job countering and responding to the Training Wheels comp. What did you guys think about when you saw the Stukov variant coming in?
we kind of panicked. We were really focused on keeping like the Joe Handoin out of their hands, and then we
Yeah.
so we banned the Joe. They banned the Brightwing. We banned the Joe, and then they first picked the Vol out. And we were like, oh sweet, we get Silva Noob. This is easy. And then the Stuko variant came out, and we are like, oh my god, what are we gonna do about this now? Let's Stuko variant is historically very strong against us. But again, I think one of our other playoff games, we also had to go into a variant, and it was just like it's a waiting game with variant, right? Like 4 to 10, you're gonna lose. Like we gave that bottom objective twice or whatever, and like you gotta be able, again with the mental, like you gotta be able to know like we're coming back after 10. So it's like we can give it the map till 10 kind of.
Yeah.
And so we had to do that, and just staying alive was good enough, kind of, so
Well, it also helped that you had that Rhaegar sitting there to pick up. I think it was very useful with the cleanses and the ancestral. But yeah, again, game 4 was really good back and forth.
That mentality is really important too, because for most of that game you were up. I think when I mentioned it on stream, it was like 12-3 in kills or something like that. Yet you were down tower shots. So like
Yeah.
just that patience to say like it's a long map. We know that we're gonna come online later. That 20 ancestrals busted, all that stuff. So very good on you guys to kind of stay patient and not freak out a little bit too much when you were down
Yeah.
early.
Which is hard to do, as we all know. All right, well, I won't hold you up too much longer. I'm sure you're tired. We will give you the opportunity to take the mic over, though. Give you shout outs.
all right. Well, I'd like to say first off, shout out to you guys for casting. Shout out to the whole NGS. This league's fantastic. It's really fun. I think casters make the league more exciting because it makes it feel like a real esport. So thanks for casting, guys. Shout out to, I think my girlfriend watched the game today, so I think it's maybe the first game of mine she's ever watched. So
Smart
shout
shout out.
out.
Smart shout out.
Well played.
Shout out to Gambit Gaming. They killed it. Those guys are great. It was fun. Shout out to whole Div C. It was a fantastic season. It was a lot of fun. I don't know. Shout out to all our subs because without them, we couldn't have made it here. We'd have had to forfeit too many matches. So
The subs are important, always. Like the offensive
Absolutely.
line in football. They never get the love that they deserve. All right, man. Well, thanks for joining us for the post game. Congratulations on being the Division C finals champion. A lot of hard work and effort put into it, and hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
all right, sounds good. Thanks a lot. See you.
All right, see ya. All right, Jay. As always, thanks for joining. I enjoyed it.
Of course, a lot of fun.
See if we can maybe find somebody to raid over to. Yeah, great map tonight. Really enjoyed the back and forth. These I don't think there's any other games going on. Nah, there's not. So no raid. We'll just end it. But yeah, appreciate it. That was a lot of fun, man. Hell of a series. Good way to cap the season off for those guys for sure.
A lot of fun for sure.
Well, sweet. Well, all right. Till next time, Jay. I'll see you
We'll see ya.
later. All right, everybody. Thanks so much for joining in. As always, really appreciate the support. The teams appreciate it. As you just heard from Ickle Pickle himself, it makes it so much more fun when these games can be televised. Share them with your friends, family, teammates, etc. That starts with the support that all of you give in watching the matches, subscribing, Patreon, all those things that go along with it, volunteering your time, etc. It all really means a lot to everybody involved. And it keeps a good, competitive HOTS community going. I hope it can continue to strive and maybe even grow. So if you're not joining and a part of NGS, try to put together a team. There's ways to be a free agent. Teams are always looking for new people. And yeah, until next time, I'll see you all in the Nexus.